It's that time of the month.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. We are back today, once again, with the very Huckleheim crew. We're going into a very convenient Grand Prix today, aren't we? We're going into the Mexican Grand Prix for today's stream. And the reason why it's convenient is because Sergio Perez, the man who was obviously at Red Bull, has left Red Bull. It has finally been announced today. It's been a long time coming, I think. But today, it has happened. Sergio Perez has left Red Bull. After all these months of ongoing discussions, Perez has now left Red Bull. Who now? Sonoda or Lawson? Well, it seems like it's going to be Lawson. It shouldn't be, in my opinion. It should be Sonoda, but it seems like Red Bull are going to sign Lawson to replace him, which is a bit disappointing, in my opinion. I do think Lawson's a decent driver. I think he will have good potential as well. But for me, it should have been Sonoda. It should have been Sonoda. But yeah, it has finally happened. Sergio Perez has left Red Bull. He just put a statement out literally like less than 10 minutes ago about it all. So Lawson will probably be announced today. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Have Red Bull announced it as well? I know Perez announced it on his side. Has Red Bull announced it too? Okay, Red Bull just retweeted Perez's statement. That's what they've done. They've not actually posted anything yet, but Red Bull has only retweeted Perez's statement at the moment. So Horner said he wouldn't go early in the season. I mean, Perez himself said he'd be staying at Red Bull for next season as well. So F1 announced it, yeah. Well, Perez himself announced it, obviously, in his statement, but yeah. I mean, it wasn't even his statement. I think it was his PR team's statement, because it's like, at the top it says a message. Look, let me go to split screen here, actually. But if you look at the top, it says a message from Checo. So it's not actually even posted by Sergio Perez. It was posted by his PR team. And then you can see it right here. It says, reflecting on his time at Red Bull, Sergio Perez said all that. So, yeah, they would have to come to an agreement on it. And I'd imagine Perez probably did get some compensation. I think I heard something about it was close to 10 million or something in the compensation. Not sure exactly if that's true or not. But yeah, I did hear that apparently it was close to 10 million euros or dollars, whatever it was. I don't know what the currency was, but it was close to about 10 million in compensation for Checo. So yeah, I guess now we wait for the loss announcement, don't we? But yeah, this is what the statement said. After 4 incredible seasons together, Oracle Red Bull Racing and Sergio Perez have reached an agreement to part ways. During this time, Checo played a crucial role in securing multiple Grand Prix wins, countless podium finishes, and 2 Constructors' World Championships, significantly contributing to the team's most successful era in Formula 1. Why did he get compensation? Because he was under contract. He had a contract for next year, so if Red Bull wants to terminate that, they basically have to pay him off. They pay out the rest of his contracts now, and they can terminate the contract there and then. Unless they can do a mutual agreement, but most of the time it's never really mutual. Someone usually gets compensation out of it. Something like that, yeah. There'll be some other sort of, you know, clauses or whatever to try and cut down the cost a little bit more, but reflecting on his time in Red Bull, Sergio said, I'm incredibly grateful for the past 4 years of Red Bull Racing and for the opportunity to race with such an amazing team. Driving for Red Bull has been an unforgettable experience, and I'll always cherish the success we achieved together.
Perez is gone. No driver to laugh at every weekend now.
Lance Stroll's about Galactic, don't worry. Lance Stroll's still kicking around. I'll always cherish the success we achieved together. We broke records, reached remarkable milestones, and I've had the privilege of meeting so many incredible people on the way. A big thank you to every person in the team, from management, engineers, and mechanics, catering, the cheek to put catering in there, huh? He had to put catering in there. Hospitality, kitchen, marketing, communications, as well as everyone at Milton Keynes. I wish you the best of the future. It's been an honor to race alongside Max as a teammate all these years and to share in our success. A special thank you to all the fans around the world, and especially to Mexican fans for your unwavering support every day. We'll meet again soon, and remember, never give up. Why is catering so funny? Because of the whole catering went over the budget thing, the cost cap. That's why it's funny. I don't know if it meant that or not, but either way, still funny. Don't forget to win the championship in 26. That is true, Gladstone. So we can laugh at him for 1 year then. We get to laugh at him for 1 year. Why does Perez yap so much? So this is all just PR, basically. It's all just PR. Who do you think will replace Checo? It's going to be Liam Lawson. I don't want it to be Liam Lawson. I'd like it to be Yuki Tsunoda, but it's going to be Liam Lawson. 100%. It might even be announced today, for all we know. But it might be in the next couple of days. Who knows? Wonder what he does now. Well, I remember there was an interview that he did with someone. I can't remember who it was now, but he did an interview with someone. He said he'd love to do Le Mans and stuff like that. So, honestly, he might do World Endurance Championship. He might do IMSA, all that sort of stuff. So, who knows? Who knows what's in store for him? He didn't really come across the kind of guys who would do like Le Mans or something like that, but maybe he'll do it. Maybe. You deserves that seat. It's so unlucky. Yeah, It's disappointing. I already tweeted about it yesterday. I already said, really disappointing to Red Bull. I like Loz. There's no way he should be getting a shot at Red Bull over Tsunoda. Can't blame Yuki at all if he opts out of the Red Bull program in 2026 onwards. And I think he will. I generally do think Yuki will leave the whole Red Bull program after 2025. Most likely to Aston Martin, obviously, because of that Honda partnership they're going to get. But obviously, that means they have to remove one of Alonso or Lance Stroll. And if there's a Lawrence, there's a Lance. So who knows? But I do think Yuki probably will go to Aston Martin. I think Honda will want him for 2026. So we'll see. We'll see. I hate that I can't read tweets without having an account. Yeah, I know. I know. It sucks. Do they announce who's replacing him? Not yet, no. But it looks like it's going to be Liam Lawson. Those are the hot rumors right now. So, by the way, if you haven't followed my Twitter already, make sure you do so. I occasionally tweet some good stuff on there. Or I might yap, one of the two. Let's go do WEC or Formula E or something. I don't think he'll do Formula E. He won't do Formula E. But WEC, IMSA maybe. I think he could probably go into something like that. I didn't see it at the time, but now that he's kind of already expressed his interest in doing Le Mans, he probably will get a seat somewhere in GTP or something maybe for IMSA and LMDH or whatever for WEC. So I think Zo's it and Franco to V-Car. But to me, that would be the best decision. But it seems, I mean, to be fair, Hadjar's also a good driver. I like Hadjar. So I think he'll do a right racing ball alongside Tsunoda. But yeah, it should have been Tsunoda to Red Bull, in my opinion. And then Lawson and Hadjar together at Racing Bull. That would have been my ideal, I think. Having Lawson, Hadjar, or maybe Lawson and Colapinto at Racing Bull, and then Tsunoda and Max at Red Bull. That would have been the ideal scenario for me. However, I do also think Red Bull are tracking Lindblad's progress. I think he was in F3 this season. He was doing quite well as well. So, Helmut Marko's been very, very provocative about him. So, is he Swedish? I think he's Swedish, isn't he? If it's Lawson Legacy, I hope we get a Bro Stadiums 2.0. I'm just here for the drama. It will be Lawson, don't worry. It will be Lawson. All the signs right now, all the rumors are all towards Lawson, so. Is there another season in your career mode? This is the final season we're doing our career mode. This is the final one we're doing. Apparently Hadjar's going to V-Carb. Yeah, that's the rumor right now. That's the rumor.
Miracles do happen, mate.
Peter gifting a sub out as well to Vinyaka. Thank you much, Peter, for the gifted sub as well to Vinyaka. I appreciate that, dude. We just had a couple of resubs at the start of the stream as well. We had Nico coming in with the 33 months as well. Thank you much, Nico, for the 33 months. We have Galactic as well with the 5 months as well. Ladies and gentlemen, get us spin chat to welcome both into Vince Fam for the 33 and the 5. And of course, Peter gifting out that sub to Vinyaka as well. I appreciate it, Peter. Thank you very much, dudes. We should play WRC. I've not played WRC in a while. I actually did enjoy it, to be fair. I did enjoy it. What are we streaming off finishing this season? We're going to start a new career modes. I'm going to start a new one. Isn't it ironic that you're racing in Mexico today? Dude, I literally said that in my in the intro today. While we were still waiting for the stream to get loaded up and people joining and stuff, I literally said, is it convenient that we're racing in Mexico? WRC is your Canada game. To be fair, that was a Canada game. However, since then, there was a new WRC game that came out. But yeah, maybe that's just Canada. I appreciate it, Peter. Thank you, dudes. Sergio Perez, Felipe Albuquerque, and teammates would feed families. That would be a good lineup, actually. I'd imagine they'll probably end up partnering up in WEC as well. So, who does Albuquerque race for now? Is it Acura? Acura, however you say it. Because I remember he was with Alpine in LMP2 for a little bit. But I think, did he get moved to Acura? I can't remember exactly who he joined now. Sub 0 points for Realistic. Aye, they actually got points now this season. You can thank Zhou Guan Yu. They actually did score points. It was Akira, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, Albuquerque is a really good driver. I like Felipe. Use the cool shit thing that the Canadian has. To be fair, that's actually quite fun to use in the older cars, so. Does Kevin Estre race in WC or IMSA? I think both. I believe he's contracted under Porsche for both of them, so. But yeah, we have got Mexico today, ladies and gentlemen, which is a very convenient race to have, isn't it? A very, very convenient race to have. We are racing in Mexico on the day that Sergio Perez leaves Red Bull, so might be a bit of a bitter feeling around here today. But of course, Sergio Perez is still at Red Bull in this save, so who knows? Who knows? But we are approaching the late stage of the season now. We've got 6 races to go in Season 3, our final season, of course. And as you can see, we have been on a hot run of form in the last 5 or 6 races. We've got 5 wins in the last 6. Since Belgium, we've completely switched our form up, and we are currently on a 4-peat right now. Can we get a 5-peat today? Who knows? But so far, 4 wins back to back to back to back, which is absolutely crazy. And hopefully, Mexico today, we will try and do that. However, we do have a slight issue. we do have a slight issue. And the issue lies with this component right here, the ICE. The ICE is currently running pretty high on wear. So, we did say on Monday's stream that we were going to take an engine penalty today, which means we'll most likely start this race at the back of the grid. So, that's probably what we'll do. I think the bug still exists where you don't actually get given the penalty. So, we'll do the honorable thing and we'll obviously, you know, drop to the back of the grid at turn 1 and then race from there onwards. So, right. Let's get ourselves set up then for the weekend show. I'm not going to take the penalties just yet. We'll do it before we go into qualifying. So we'll leave it on the worn components for now. First of all, let's get our specialist set up. We'll do finish in a better position of teammate in qualifying. Ooh. I don't know how much of qualifying we're going to do because of the penalties. So we'll try and go for 6 purple sectors. Stress test any times above 36% wear during the weekend. Complete 8 laps in practice. We'll do 8 laps in practice. We'll definitely do that. We'll do lifting comes. Actually, we'll do that one. We'll definitely do that one. Perfect the race strategy program, and that should be us done. That's it for that. Perfect. All right, let's head into race weekend. Let's see what weather awaits for us here in Mexico. Fire, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. We had Texas last time. Bro, Dutchman, how's it going, mate? It's crazy that bug still exists. It's been in the game the entire game. I don't know how they've not fixed that yet. It was perfectly fine going into F1 24, but before that, I have no idea. And we are going to get a bit of rain in this race, ladies and gentlemen. For the most part of the weekend, it is going to be dry. FP1, 2, and 3 is going to be dry. Qualifying is going to be dry, but we are going to get rain in that race. Where does it say it's going to arrive? Ooh, okay, so it's going to start off wet. It is going to start off wet here in Mexico. It'll be relatively heavy, not too heavy. It won't be light, that's for sure, but it won't be too heavy. So I think Inter should be okay to start with, and then it will obviously transfer into some dry weather. So interesting, very interesting. And that qualifying as well, that precipitation does start rising towards the end. So we are going to have a bit of rain in the race here. Have they announced a severance package? Not yet, but I'd imagine there was a pretty decent compensation fee. Checo is gone, we know. We saw the statement. We use number 2 on this one. Like I said, number 1. We'll use number 2 here as well. We are going to need an energy store. Have you guys talked about Perez? Briefly, yeah. I'm sure there'll be more discussion about it, but yeah. I mean, are we shocked that Perez is leaving? No. It's been a long time coming. A long, long time coming. Arguably should have happened before this season even started, so he had to improve massively this season. He didn't, and he got the sack. He got the sack. Looks like it's going to get a decent bit of compensation for his sacking, but, you know, I'm sure he won't complain too much. 4 seasons too late? I don't know about 4 seasons too late, because I think in 2021 he did good. He was a perfect teammate for Max in 2021. He was good in 2022 as well, dropped off a little bit towards the end. Started off 23 okay, dropped off through, like, the last 3 quarters of the season, and then 2024 was just a shambles all the way through, really, wasn't it? So, I think it was fine for the first 3 seasons, but going into this season, he should have been gone, in my opinion. There should have been Yuki Tsunoda or whoever else alongside Max for 2024. That guy meant to replace Sergio Perez, imagine. We should be okay using Max AI here as well, 110 AI, because the AI here is a bit weaker at this track. Even with the upgrade on the AI, they're still pretty weak here, so. Does Perez have a replacement? Looking to be Liam Lawson right now.
It may only be Friday.
Looking to be Liam Lawson.
The atmosphere has begun. We're here in Mexico, ready for free practice.
Haircut? No. Just slicked it. Slicked it back. If you know, you know. But no, I've not had a haircut. I had a shower right before my stream, to be fair, so maybe it's still a little bit damp. Would she be the slowest? I wouldn't put it past us. I would not put it past us. I really want to see Yuki up and not Liam. It is a very disappointing decision not to bring Yuki up. I like Liam. I've already said this, but I like Liam. I think he will have good potential in the future. But let's be honest, Yuki-san has been in the sport and entering his 5th season next season in the sport. He's been here for 4 seasons so far and has done very well, in my opinion. You know, he's beaten most of his teammates. He had a great go against Ricardo, done well against Liam so far as well. For me, it should be him getting that seat, but they don't see it that way. Does this mean Mexico's gone soon as well? Don't remember if they renew it. I believe it ends in 26, if I remember correctly. There's not a long contract on Mexico, I don't believe. Someone might correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, if there's no Sergio Perez, there probably is no Mexican Grand Prix, so. Right, let's skip a little bit of time, and we'll kick off things with fuel management, I think. Why don't you use sim and not standards? What? Oh, on the damage? Oh, just... the problem is with simulation, or sim, is that any little contact will be massive damage. It's very, very simulation at that point, so we do give ourselves a bit of breathing room with it.
Let's get a few laps under our
Horner
belt.
doesn't like Yuki, I think. It does seem like either Helmut Marko or Horner is a big fan of Yuki, really. They both seem kind of very, you know, they seem very active for Leon, didn't they? I did see that, Lucas, yeah. I did see that. I hope it won't be as disastrous as Gasly and Albon. Well, that's why it makes no sense to me. I mean, they want to avoid a repeat of what happened with Gasly and Albon. So they're bringing in the most rookie driver out of their current roster. Like that doesn't make any sense, does it? They want to avoid the repeats of what happened with, you know, Gasly and Albon struggling when they went to Red Bull. But then they bring in the guy who doesn't have as much experience. Like, it makes no sense. I don't understand it at all. For the engine penalties to come last in quali, one is drop out to last for the race start. We can do, to be fair, that is a way of doing it. But I think everyone enjoys a bit of qualifying, don't they? So, and if we don't do quali, it'll be a very short stream as well. So, Callum, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Do you think Liam Lawson will perform good next year? I don't know. I really don't know. I hope so, because I like Liam, but I think there's a lot of pressure. A lot of unnecessary pressure on his shoulders. I wouldn't be surprised if he does buckle to it. Who's in Red Bull? No one announced yet, but it will most likely be Lawson. I would say it's like a 90% chance at this point it's Liam Lawson. Probably even higher than that. You could probably go 95%. It's very, 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 very likely that it's him. That seems like the only outcome, doesn't it, Galactic? Yeah. That does seem like the only outcome. Pacholov in the red, what's a 50-50? They should bring up Isaac Hadjar next year. I mean, it won't be Yuki Tsunoda, that's for sure. It won't be Yuki. I don't know, Red Bull have just kind of put themselves in their own mess, really, haven't they? They kind of shot themselves in the foot, really, with this situation. But did we win the last race? We did. We're doing a little bit poor in our fuel management right now, so we'll have to do a little bit more lift and coast next time around. What up, Glick? Ooh. Bit of a power slide at the final corner. 14.6 at the moment. There's Max Verstappen Jr. in the car. Bro's not even born yet, and he's being thrown straight in the seat. Us are winning tonight? I mean, we should, but after what I saw against Everton and Fulham and stuff, who knows? Are we in a championship battle? We are. Even though we have kind of had a bit of a lift-off recently. We've taken off in the championship battle. So we're looking good to defend our championship at the moment. Do you think Lawson will get the seat? Yep. I mean, it's not even a think at this point. I think everyone knows Liam's getting the seat. Should he? Arguably not, but that's what Red Bull want. Yeah, he's going to donate samples of his hair to get a clone going Galactic. I don't think Max would like having his own version of himself in the second seat, though. They would definitely clash on several occasions. Where's Bottas next season? There was rumor about him being the reserve for Red Bull next year. I don't know if that ever really developed, though. It kind of went quiet after the rumors begun. So... Oh, that was way too early on turning. Wow. Just completely ignored that corner. What about Yuki staying at Racing Bull? Like I said in so far this stream, like, Yuki should be the man going to Red Bull. But instead he's going to be sitting at Racing Bull next year. Again. Which is why I think he will leave the Red Bull program. Because there's no way he's going to be sitting there just waiting for an opportunity. He's waited this long so far. This has been his best opportunity and they've still not chosen him, so... What up, David? What up, bot? If Max cloned himself, how do we know which Max has won the race? It's gonna be like that that character in X-Men, isn't it? Mystique. Maybe it'll be Maxtique. I tried something there. My bad. Okay, P at the moment. Didn't do too good in the fuel saving there, but I wasn't really paying too much attention to it, to be fair, so... Started to Aston, maybe. That seems like the most likely scenario. With that Honda partnership they're going to get in 2026 with Aston Martin, it seems basically dead set that Yuki will get the move to Aston Martin instead. And I think it'll be a good move for him, actually. Obviously, they've got Nui there. Who he'll replace, that's kind of up for discussion, really. Will they finally get rid of Lance Stroll? Or is Fernando Alonso going to retire? Who knows? But I do think at some point, Yuki will get that seat Aston Martin. Who do you think will win the championship next year? Lando Norris. That was pretty smooth through that. Didn't really use so much battery here. Perfectly done the DRS as well, because it didn't even beep. Very satisfying. Okay, hard tyres do feel a bit slow around here. I know this track is pretty good for tyre wear as well, so... the hards will be a fairly useless tyre, I think. 14.1, a bit of improvement that time around. I'm going to be out of battery, out fuel after this lap, so we'll head in. What up, Slab? How's it going, dudes? Thomas, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. No sound issues and skill issues today. I don't know, we do tend to get the latter quite a bit, so. Yuki and Gasly at Aston Martin. Ooh. That would be a... honestly, that would bring back the Racing Bull days, wouldn't it? Or the AlphaTauri days, sorry. That would bring back the AlphaTauri days. I don't know if... I feel like Gasly's kind of enjoying life at Alpine right now. Maybe he could move to Aston Martin at some point, but, yeah, I don't know. I do also feel like Drogovic at some point is going to get the chance at Aston Martin too. I feel like if one of Stroll or Alonso leaves, they focus on Tsunoda, but if both leave, they bring in Drogovic as well. I kind of feel for Drogovic. He's been really kind of ignored since he's joined Aston Martin. I'm sick of getting sicker, so I've been better. How about yourself? How goes it? So far, for me, not bad. Not sick. So doing better than you. Sorry to that, other man. Look after yourself, dudes. What up, Tree? How's it going, mate? Fernando will want to retire until he's seen where this team stands in 26. Exactly. If Aston Martin don't have a strong car in 26, I think Alonso retires into 2026. If they do have a strong car, though, and they're able to maybe compete for a championship or at least try and get consistent top 5s, top 6s, then I think he'll stay for another year or two. But in the event that they are a mid-table team or lower, I do think Alonso leaves. Not 6 sounds good, to be honest. I can be an advocate of that, that's for sure. How come your screen on the wheel still says you're in neutral? Did it not change, did it? I wasn't paying attention to it. It might be desync from the game. Usually I just need a game restart and it'll fix. Have we heard about Checo? We have. How do I think Hamilton would do in the Ferrari? I think first season he'll struggle, but he'll do good in the second season. Miller, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Right, 4 out of 5 on fuel management. That's not too bad. Let's do... I want to do race strategy, maybe. Yeah, let's do race strategy. We'll skip a little bit of time. We'll do race strat. Let's go, K-Cray. Or Jelly. Hamilton 8th title in the second season or first. I don't know if he'll win a championship. I don't know how much you trust Ferrari, but I don't trust them anywhere near as much as you do, clearly.
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't
Let's
feel
go.
like Ferrari... I don't see the potential in Ferrari at the moment. Like, they're definitely on the right tracks, at least. And Frederick Vasseur has definitely changed the team up. And they do seem more of a contender, but... I see more in someone like McLaren than I do with Ferrari, you know? So, I don't know. It also depends how long Hamilton's going to be around for. Whether he has, you know, any regression in his ability. That sort of thing. Why did you pick the name Barry Huckleheim? Okay, first of all, it's Barry. I'll correct you on that one. No reason. There isn't a reason. It was just a fun name. Sounded Formula 1-y. And we just went with it. It was completely random. Oops. Just a cool name. Exactly. Isaac to follow Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in. Are you practicing the circuit before the race, for example, braking points, etc.? Yeah. Yeah, so during practice, I kind of just, like, refine myself for the track a bit. Understand where to brake, where I need to position the car a bit better and stuff. And, of course, it's good for resource points, too. And, of course, setups as well. If I feel like the setup's not working right, I can always tweak it around and stuff, so... Oh, I don't like these guys behind me. I'm going to try and stay ahead. They're not going to like me for impeding. You know what? Let's do this. We'll just pull away a little bit doing that. No one's or anything. FYI, look away. Yeah, we are using livery mods, yeah. How do you learn the track if you've never seen it before? You take your time with it. You go kind of at a slow pace, try and, like, learn the track, visualize it a bit. Even looking at track maps and stuff. Just sort of trying to understand the flow of the track. And your first few laps, you take it easy. You kind of just understand the corner. Understand where you need to position your car on entry and exit and stuff like that. And then naturally, you just get the flow of it. Obviously, some people use racing line and stuff, right? So... Oh, this lap's invalid. Oh, rip. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Yeah, my wheel is saying neutral. Okay, I need to restart my game then. Sometimes it doesn't sync up with the game. How do you also get a wheel like that? Like my muzzle wheel? You just buy one. You can buy it directly from their store. Well, using the racing line? Well, the racing line will show you where to go. Do you reckon you know all the tracks off by heart? In the game, yeah, I know all the tracks off by heart. I obviously do need like a few laps sometimes just to refine my braking points a little bit. Just shake off that little bit of rust. I've not done a track for a while, but yeah, I know all the tracks off by heart otherwise. Mozza Miller. If you do the command !! wheel in the chat, like Hecray's done there, you'll get all the info about what I have. Racing Create Series, please. I already do. Do you think Stroller's driver and his father's owner be allowed in motorsport? I mean, I don't think there'll be a rule against that sort of thing. I think there's also a lot of businesses out there that are sort of father and son sort of thing. They would never not be allowed, I don't think. 13.4 on the race pace. That's about the same as Verstappen's, I think. Although I don't see him on the leaderboard right now. Leclerc did a 13.1, so we're a little bit off from Charles right now. We'll try and find a bit more pace. You had the home race with the Kit Kat when he sacked. I said that at the start of the stream, Josh. It was great. I don't know if it's good timing or bad timing, but it is a very convenient time for us to have this in our career on the same day that Sergio Perez gets the boot. Very, very fitting. Who will take the Red Bull seat? Isaac Kajar. I do feel bad for Colapinto. I feel like Colapinto should have got a seat. I do think he kind of dropped off a little bit towards the end of the season. But, yeah, Colapinto was overall pretty damn good at Williams, so I kind of feel for him not getting a seat next year. Rebel have waited for you. Yeah, I'm still waiting for him to hit me up in the emails. Nikita Mazepin has been approached for the Red Bull seat, or the Racing Bull seat. Imagine. Imagine. Mick Schumacher, maybe. Bring the band back together. Do you think Hadjar gets a seat? 100%. Yeah, Hadjar to Racing Bull and then Lawson to Red Bull is the current order. Yana Hotman will take it. Yeah, that man needs to get a bit of funding first. I would love to have seen how far Yana would have got into real-life racing if he had backing. Obviously, it's a very common theme, isn't it, in real-world motorsports. You need backing to get anywhere. And Yana was actually a pretty damn talented driver, so... yeah, if he had a bit of backing, it would have been awesome to see how far he could have gone. That felt like a really nice lap. God damn. 12.7 on a race pace lap. That felt really smooth. Have you seen the Game to Glory Red Bull did? Yeah, with Sebastian Job. I remember seeing that. I do recall that. Small is coming in with the Twitch Prime as well. Thank you much, Small, for the Twitch Prime, my dude. I appreciate that, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, let's spin chat to welcome Small into Vince Fam for the first month with that Twitch Prime. Appreciate it, dudes. What's the cockpit block? So basically, if someone redeems the cockpit view, you can use cockpit block to basically stop them from doing that, essentially. It neutralized the cockpit view. Will you make another episode of Career Mode as soon as you end this one? What do you mean, sorry? Well, we'll be starting a completely new series. So this is the final season of this Career Mode, and we're going to start a brand new Career Mode, nothing related to this one, as soon as we finish it. If that makes sense. Is it Joe that did sim racing? Yeah. I think he won like a Porsche Cup tournament in esports, something like that.
Okay, test complete.
While with Red Bull, and he got a few opportunities with that, so.
Well done.
Future Racing and May. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Thank you for the follow, dude. Appreciate you. Welcome in, guys. What song do I use for Formation Lab? Just some, I don't know, epic Formation Lab music. I found it on YouTube, so I can't remember exactly what it's called. I can try and find out, though. What do you think is the best gaming steering wheel? I mean, the best ones are the ones that cost a lot of money, and not many people have it because it costs so much. I personally really like the Mazda stuff, though. The Mazda ecosystem is great. Yeah, I can have a look at some point future. I can have a look. Facts, Chewy. Straight facts. What place do you think Williams will finish next year? See, I feel like they will struggle a bit next year because a lot of the development's been hampered because of the incidents they've had. 13.1 that time around. They've had quite a few incidents this year, and it's really hampered their progress for next year and their research and development and stuff. So I think with their driver pairing, they will still score some decent points. I'm going to say... I did a prediction on it at some point, but I can't remember where I put them. I think it might have been 8th or something like that. So 7th or 8th, I think. I know, David. I know. Need about 10 million more to give my Johnny to F1. Yep, don't we all? Don't we all? Can't wait, Josh. Any tips on reducing tire wear? Make sure you're running quite high pressures in your tires on your setup. Reduce your steering input as much as possible. So literally just do things like this. Don't turn the car in too much with your wheel. You know, if you do things like this, where you're really pushing the car like that, You know, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to cause more tire wear and stuff. So basically, you need to keep your tires as cool as possible, which is why you reduce your steering inputs, up the tire pressure a bit more and stuff like that. And it will help a lot. Of course, don't do things like locking up and wheel spinning, all that sort of thing. They'll burn up the tires a bit more too, so it needs to be as smooth as possible. Can I hear Denny from my room? Is she live right now? Faintly. Very faintly. How do you prevent lockups? Don't turn while braking. That's the one thing people do a lot, is they are hard on the brakes and turn at the same time. You're always going to lock up doing that. Don't brake too late either, because you'll lock up doing that too when you're too aggressive on the brakes. Getting a wheel set, any recommendations on chairs for less than £100? Oof. Probably not, I'm not going to lie. Rigs in general are pretty damn expensive, so you can maybe look at the Nextler Racing FGT Lite. You wouldn't get it for less than £100, but it's the cheapest kind of thing you could do, really. Maybe look at the play seat stuff. I think they've got a couple of cheap options as well, but for less than £100, you're not looking at much, to be honest with you. You're looking at very little. If Honda and Nissan merged, you'd think it's better or worse for motorsport? Fucking hell. Probably worse, I'd say. Because Honda and Nissan have a pretty good sort of establishment already in motorsport. So merge the two together. Although I'm sure it'll be a great alliance and stuff like that. You know, I also think it's good having them separate in a way. Because they have their own sort of legacy in the sport, don't they? So oversteer is my biggest issue right now. Yeah, oversteer could be caused by a numerous amount of things. Can't get an office chair for less than 100. If you do, it's very shit. Right, I think that'll do us for FP1 then, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 5 out of 5 on race strategy, 4 out of 5 on fuel management as well, so that should set us up nicely for the rest of this session. Any chance you can find out now it's about to do a formation lap? I would better find out no. I'd have to look after the stream. I'm not going to interrupt my stream for yours. I'm not... no offense, but I'm not going to interrupt my stream for yours. We need to set up a room tour, you know? I mean, there's not really much to my room. There's a bed, there's a wardrobe, there's a TV on the wall, and that's it. In the corner is where the fun stuff is, you know, with my rig and stuff. So I do want to do a tour at some point of my rig and that, but yeah, never got around to it. What about top 3 motorsports to watch? GT World Challenge, WEC, and probably F1. Not in any particular order, but they're my top 3. Is it worth getting wheel setup and really good on controller? For sure. It's always worth getting a wheel setup.
Fun doesn't stop here, though.
All right.
Again, as the rest
honestly, fairly happy with that FP1. Charles Leclerc first so far on that soft tyre, but we're only just under 2/10 off from on the medium tyre. So, honestly, fairly happy with that. Very, very happy. Verstappen in second right now, just over 300 off from Charles Leclerc. Ourselves in third on a 12.7, just ahead of the man who's leaving Red Bull in real life, of course, Sergio Perez in 4th place in his home Grand Prix. George Russell, Alex Albon, Lance Stroll, Hamilton, Norris, Gasly, all in that top 10. You can see the rest of the order there as well. Our teammate, Carlos Sainz, in P15 right now. So, bit of work to do for the Spaniard to get up there a bit more. But I tell you what, our championship rival, Fernando Alonso, is actually slower than Carlos Sainz. Only by 2 thousandths, but good to see a bit faster than Fernando. And you can see the rest of the order there as well. Sargent, Sonoda, Zhou, and Behrman at the bottom in P20. All right. Can't believe we're at Mexico already. I know, the season's coming to a close already. It's crazy. Which means we're getting close to the brand new career mode chat. We're getting close. Your room looks really small. I don't know why it looks so cramped. Okay, so it's kind of hard to describe exactly how my room is, but essentially, it's a decent-sized room, but imagine just like your average kind of square room, but in one corner, it opens out into a bay area. That's my room, and that's where my rig is located, so in that bay area. So that's why it probably looks a little bit cramped, but I promise you, it definitely is not. It definitely is not. Thoughts on Perez getting sacked? I mean, correct decision. Long time coming, in my opinion. Long time coming. What are you running today? 110. We should be okay on 110 today. Do you think Max will stay for the long run? Will go to another motorsport or retire in the next 5 years? He'll do another motorsport. He's already said on numerous occasions, like, he'll go to the end of his current contract, he'll evaluate things, But most likely he won't be in the sport from 2030 onwards. He might do 1 or 2 more seasons after that. But from 2030 on, he doesn't see himself in F1. So I can see him probably honoring the rest of his contract and then moving to, as Joey said, World Endurance Challenge. He wants to do other things. He's not... He's a pure racer. He's not just only doing F1. He wants to do other things. He wants to win other things. So he'll probably try and go for the Triple Crown at some point. So what up, Septic? Team Itabi incoming. Imagine. Okay, we have 4 soft tires we can use for better quality pace here. Love to see that. So we'll skip about 10 minutes. So we could try the program at quality pace, but it's probably broken. So Max will win Le Mans after F1, and I will be there to witness it. I will be there to witness it. I go to Le Mans every single year, so... Alright, that should do us. Okay, let's head out on some quality pace. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temp and get yourself in the zone.
What team did you start this career? Racing Bulls. You have exams after your break, you're cooked. Gotta lock in, buddy. Gotta lock in. What up, nobody? How's it going, mate? Yuki was testing the Red Bull out the other day. Do you think that's a sign? No. It's basically all but confirmed it's going to be Liam. Even with Yuki impressing the engineers, impressing Helmut Marko and stuff like that, you know, it clearly wasn't enough, apparently. Is a 6'11", 18-year-old worth 40 million? 20 aggressions at centre back, by the way. That's nuts. Front post corners OP. 40 million, though? Difficult to say. I need to see the rest of the stats, really. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I remember seeing that as well, Vanyaka. Yeah, literally 4 years ago today, Perez got announced as a Red Bull driver, and 4 years on this very day, he gets the sack. I mean, let's be honest, we all know the Red Bull aren't exactly the best at that sort of thing, are they? Their timing on things like that is pretty horrendous. Exactly, Bruno. Which is why I think we've got Aston Martin in 2026. Or maybe 7. I don't know. New hairstyle looks good, bro. Why is everyone saying new hairstyle? Chat, I haven't changed my hair. I had a shower before my stream, and maybe my hair's a little bit damp. I've not had a haircut. Alright, let's do this. Quick qualifying lap. So we can do here. I don't think we'll get anything near the dodge they want, but... Who's better, Yuki or Liam? Yuki. Maybe I've got to shower before my stream more often, I guess. Nah, Max won't retire next season. He'll honor his contract. He's been very vocal about that. I know, way to go. Especially in late season's career modes. To be fair, we're not a million miles away from it this time around, though.
Well,
12.1, I mean, to be fair, that's actually a pretty decent lap. I know the quality pace Delta wants me to get something insane, but a 12.1 generally isn't that bad. It says estimated position 20th. I guarantee we finish top 3 in quali. Guarantee it. Is Yuki sponsored separately by Honda, or is it just the RB sponsor? No, I mean, Honda are the actual engine supplier of Red Bull. They have been since 2020? Question mark? They've been the sponsor for, or the main engine supplier for Red Bull for a little bit now. What does the green bar mean? The green bar is how much ERS you have to use in the lap. So I have my ERS set to none. You see the green bar doesn't move. If I now put it to overtake, see how it goes down? Or if I put it in a hot lap, it still goes down as well, just not quite as fast. So it's just how much battery you've got left to use in the lap. Turn on every assist for a lap. No, I'm good. Is Max really at the end of his career? No. Why do so many people think Max is going to retire next season? The man's having a child. That does not mean he's going to retire. He's always said that he'll be very, you know, he's honoring his contract to Red Bull. He'll be, at least until 2028, he'll be in F1. We're still a good few years away, at least, until Max thinks about that sort of thing. So, F1 24, indeed. If I could do a 41-round Mexico on controller, is it too late to switch to wheel? No. It's never too late to switch to wheel. No such thing. Bruno, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Here's Perez's replacement, Liam Lawson. Liam Lawson replaced Sergio Perez. Does full traction control make you slower or faster than those with it off, if they're good with it? Slower. Definitely slower. The thing with traction control is it limits how much you can push out of an exit. A lot of the time when you slam the throttle down on full traction, you can hear like the engine sound like it's stuttering. That's what the traction control is doing. It's essentially limiting the amount of wheel spin you get on the rear tires, which means you can't push as hard out the corner. We're currently literally 9/10 up on Verstappen right now. He wasn't a medium time with that lap, to be fair. But either way, 9/10 up right now is not too bad. I still think we'll finish on top in this session. We've got 3 more soft tires. We'll do a few more push laps. And then that'll be us done for the session. Okay, we're not going to bother doing the quali pace program because obviously it's very broken. So we'll set on a new set of softs. Let's make sure on low fuel. 3.4 spinning we can do it, which is fine. And let's go do a few more laps.
We're ready to go, so let's get the car out.
Do you play with accurate weather? It's set to approximate. So the weather is a bit more sort of variable. Doesn't Yuki deserve it over Liam, though? 100%. 100%. Did you learn and start on wheel? When I actually delved more into sim racing, yeah, I started on wheel. However, when I was much younger, I was playing controller and stuff, so... But I wasn't really as into sim racing as much as I was when I actually got into it. Favorite track? Spa-Francorchamps. Alright, let's make sure we get time on good as well. There's not that many corners around here, so... Can I make sure we keep the tires at a good temp? What's your thoughts on the Mazda wheel? I love it. I really like the Mazda wheel. Let me just make sure my telemetry settings are okay as well. That makes sense. My telemetry's turned off. Didn't work anyway. Was there another setting that I missed? Maybe, actually. I don't think that makes a difference, that. Okay, no. I need to restart the game, then. Do I play Gran Turismo? No. I don't really like... The Gran Turismo physics, they're wacky. Very wacky. Not a fan of it.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Right, let's get some tire temp in. And we'll push on this lap real quick. You like iRacing? I love iRacing as well. I played quite a lot of it last night. Learning Watkins Glen and stuff. Well, I already knew Watkins Glen, but kind of refining myself with it. And the GTPs. Getting used to 499p right now, so. Alright, let's see if we can try and do a bit better on this lap. How's tire temps? Pretty solid, actually. Let's try and go for improvement. Not too bad. But they really wanted to slide out a little bit there. Oh, God. Kind of messed up that hairpin. Nice exit out the final corner. Damn, I was 2 turns up and I messed up that hairpin. Lost a bit of time there. 12.076. A little bit of an improvement. Not a huge amount of an improvement, though. So, bit of time to find that happen, then. I think most of the lap is basically perfect. Just got to try and find a bit more in the stadium section. And a bit of a lock-up and a little bit too deep on the brakes, I think. If you could bring any circuit to F1 or bring one back, what would it be? Sepang. Beats my personal record time there. It wasn't by a huge amount, though. Only by, I think it was like 7 hundredths. Can't remember, but... I know, tell me about it. Mexican GP on the day, Checo sacked. I don't know if it's good timing or bad timing, but we'll just take it. It's convenient, let's say that. Very convenient. Malaysia mentioned. Dude, I love Sepang. Sepang was one of my favorite circuits growing up. Such a good circuit. Would love to have it back in F1 again. It was one of my, like, core memories of F1. Was playing, like, F1 2012 around Sepang. Great track. Great track. They actually sacked him? Yeah. No, Perez has genuinely gone. The rumors are... I've come to fruition, finally. Rebel made the wrong decision, sacking the Kit Kat Duo champion. How's the championship situation? We're still leading it right now. By 70-something points? I actually can't remember exactly the points difference now, but... It's grown quite a lot, let's say that. It's grown a lot. Do you have a settings video for your wheel? I plan on getting a Mazda wheel. I don't at the moment, no. It's one of those things that I've been thinking about doing, but never got around to doing it. What's my PC specs? Do the command specs in the chat, Charlie. It's Schmuck specs, and you'll get all the info. You live 30 minutes away from Sepang? Really, Hikim? That's awesome. Have you ever got to drive there at all, or only been there to watch? So we're nearly a second up on Max now. Again, he used the medium tires there, so... Yeah, I do have my Mazda. I don't have a video on the settings, but I do have a command on my Twitch. I think I do /mark FFB. It will show you all of my my settings on my Mazda. So head over to Twitch, do /mark FFB, and you'll get a link which shows you all my settings. I don't have a video on it, but at least you can see it. So there you go. Do you think we'll get Kyle Army back? I hope so. Kyle Army was another track I really liked. I play it a lot on ACC, and I love it. It's such a nice track. I don't know how good it would do for F1, to be honest with you, but it's a good track. I like it.
We're ready to go.
It's very nice. It works very well. What Mazda do you have, Carter? Because obviously those settings are more suited for an R9, obviously. I don't know how it would do on a different wheelbase, though. So if you've got a different wheelbase, you can back it, then I guess it works universally. Do you need an F1 wheel to still be good? No. They work on the R5? Oh, there you go then. Perfect. So yeah, even if you have got an R5 or an R12, whatever, you can still try my settings out and see how you go. What up, Kieran? Looking for a good PS5 wheel? Depends how much you're willing to spend, but you can probably get a Fanatec if you've got a good bit of money to spend. Otherwise, look at a G923. Or a T248. When was my wheel come on Monday? So I was basically reconfiguring a lot of my USBs and stuff. And I spent basically a little bit yesterday and a bit of today sorting it all out. So there was a few things that were missing on Monday. Because I had to do a little bit of reconfiguration. But I promised you guys to be back today, and it is. So looking for a direct drive. Fanatec seems the way to go for you then. Maybe the CSL DD Elite or something like that. But like I say, it very much depends on how much you're willing to spend. A little bit cool on the tires this time, but it should still be okay. If everyone's going to Kyle Army, it'd be great. I would love it, honestly. There's been a lot of rumor about it in the past, isn't there? Obviously, Kyle Army is getting their grade 1 now on their circuit, so that was one of the big things they were missing. Oh, that was deep at turn 2. Ah, shit. Messed up turn 2 there.
It's actually been a whole freaking year. You still look so good, baby kiss. Hope you're doing well. And sorry for not being around as
Hey, no
much
worries,
lately.
man.
Hope you doing good but underscore carrot less than 3.
All good on this end, Rock. All good on this end. Thank you much for the 12-month resub, dude. I appreciate the entire 1 year. You loved us here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's spin chats. Welcome Rock into Vince fam for the 12 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. You never liked Kyle Army, really? I really like Kyle Army. Really like Kyle Army. But I love tracks like that, though. Like, I love Spain. I love Imola, Kyle Army. I don't know what it is about those tracks, but they just have that flow to them that I just really enjoy. Again, they're not great for racing on most of the time, but they just have a flow about them that I really enjoy. Like, got quite a few satisfying corners, you know, in a way. Okay, this lap is just not meant to be. I mean, we found that time in the castle, the stadium section, but yeah. Yeah, Australia's been the first race of the season this year. And in 2025, Australia will be the first race. Is Bahrain moving to the back end of the season, or are they scrapping it? I don't remember if they're completely removing it, or if they're just moving it to the late stage of the season. I don't think they're removing it, are they? I kind of forgot what happened to Bahrain. I missed chicane. Australia was playing 2020 a while ago, and it felt so nice to drive. I do prefer the new layout, I'm not going to lie, of Australia, but I think in terms of the driver's skill and stuff, I do think the old layout was better for it. Moving it to its drive. Okay, I thought so. Honestly, it completely blanked my mind what was happening to it. Tell me about it, Sanskar. Tell me about it. It's very fitting, we'll say that. Very, very fitting. Does your passion for this game come from your love of F1 or playing career? From F1, really. I mean, I still do enjoy the game, although the game has deteriorated in how good it truly is over the last few years. I still do enjoy the game. But, yeah, I've definitely got my critiques on it. Definitely got my critiques. Heard the rumors are true about Kyle Army because I live like 5 minutes away from that track. Yeah, it'd be awesome, dude, honestly. I'd love to drive Kyle Army in the F1 cars. Honestly, maybe one day, chat, we should load up a set of Corsa. We'll jump into an F1 car and we'll just play loads of the old tracks. We'll do like Kyle Army, we'll do Sepang, Hockenheim, Istanbul Park. If anyone says Hanoi, you're getting banned. But we should do that at some point. We should jump on AC and just try out the old tracks. What up, Sheets? How's it going, mate? Nordschleifer? That'd be fun, to be fair. That'd be fun. Avis? Avis Open Lobby. Why don't I know Avis? Avis. Which one's Avis? I don't know how to say the name. Can even do old layouts of current tracks? Yeah. Even do like the old Silverstone and stuff like that. That'd be pretty fun. I'd definitely be down to do something like that. The old German track with ridiculous banking. Why don't I remember it? Which is on a highway. I actually don't remember it. What steering wheel do I use? I use the Mazda 9 with the FSR. A bit of a sucker for losers. I really loved the Drive to Survive, where it showed that Perez was caught up and told he was getting caught with Red Bull. It's a bit sad that he lost his place, so he hasn't performed at all. I mean, that's the way it is, isn't it? I mean, it's a very performance-based sport, isn't it? So if you're not performing, you ain't going to get a seat. Unless you're Lance Stroll. Right. Let me have a quick look at this. I probably will remember the track when I see it. 1938. Oh! Was this the one that kind of... Was it near Hockenheim? No, it wasn't. Yeah, not gonna lie. Guarantee 80% of the car engines blow up going down this highway. When does it end? We should play a game of who can hold their breath the longest down this highway. Don't tell me you go all the way back up. What is this track? Watch for the banking. Oh, I've just seen the track map. Bro, what is this? Bro, airplanes need less runway to take off. Mate. What? There's no way this was real. Are you kidding me? Yeah, not gonna lie. I would not be able to hold back. I would be launching off that fucking banking. My intrusive thoughts would get the better of me here. That's something off GTA for real. That is ridiculous. There's no way that's real. That is not real. I refuse to believe it. From 1938. Here's an F1 onboard lap of the old Ava circuit used in 1938 that used a 93-degree banked turn made out of bricks. What? Is there any clips of the real-life race? Oh my god. 1959. Is it the same track? Is this the same track? It is? Jesus Christ. I genuinely have never heard of this track. Bruv, he just got up and walked off. He's not even in the car. He's just skimming across the floor and gets up and walks off. I'm convinced people in the 50s were not real. Dude, look at that banking. That is insane. Genuinely insane. The fastest race in the world, the 1937 Avis Renan on Assetto Corsa. That is wild. My YouTube's being a bit slow today. I don't know what's going on. Look how steep it is. There's no way, bro. Nah, he's dead. He died. You're not going to tell me he survived that. What? Yeah, I can see why that didn't last too long, huh? Why did he do that? I think his intrusive thoughts won as well. Jesus Christ. You need to finish that video, the camping one. Outdoor Boys, dude. Outdoor Boys is goated. I don't know if any of you guys watch Outdoor Boys, but if you like sort of... I mean, I'm not really a big fan of camping and stuff like that, but if you enjoy watching people be professional at it, Outdoor Boys is the place to go. So good. I usually watch when I'm eating sometimes. It's just perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. That's insane. That is insane. In Nintendo, we have this thing called a guardrail. I think 95% of tracks have that. Just wait until the new year for the AC night? Yeah. I need to download a lot of maps in advance, don't I? That's crazy. The guy's indestructible, honestly. He's just smiling and laughing after. Like, bruh. Wild. Absolutely wild. I love it, Jam, honestly. I absolutely love it. He's so chill. He's so damn chill. I love watching his videos. Moved to Saudi and Bahrain to April due to Ramadan in March. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. No, I forgot about the whole Ramadan thing, so that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Hay bales work better than guardrails? Only once. Only once. We each have all the maps we're doing in Discord, so we're on the same page. Yeah. I mean, it would be fun doing a lobby of that, to be fair. It would be very, very fun. Right. We've got one more soft tie to do, ladies and gentlemen, and that is us done for practice. We'll skip a little bit of time, actually. Oh, it's going to rain soon. Maybe not. Okay. We'll finish off this soft tire, and then that'll be us done for FP2. FP2. Yeah, that is nuts. I've never seen that track before, but we're going to have to try an AC now, aren't we? We're going to have to try it. I've worked in the I've seen sports bike accidents where they walk away with cuts and scrapes and cruises where they break legs and backs. I'm sure you've seen it all as an ER. You've probably seen everything. Respect to you for committing to that, though. Literally, Darren, yeah. Literally. And they just start their next text dialogue straight after. After being burnt alive and all sorts. Hello, Ross. How's it going, mate? Oh, good over here.
Got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Right, let's McLaren go behind us, and then we'll just warm the tyres a bit more and prepare for our final lap of practice. And that'll be us done and dusted. Use the Audi Streamliner from the 30s when you send it through the banking. If there's a mod of that, we can give it a try. No, I haven't, huh? Everyone keeps saying that, but I haven't had a haircut. Everyone keeps saying that, though. I showered right before my stream, which I don't usually do, so maybe it's just the damp hair, but... I have seen of it, yeah, Ash. I have seen of it. Okay. Let's do this. There's some good trying to improve this lap a little bit then. Not been able to so far, so let's give it a go. Can't say I'm shocked. I don't think anyone's really shocked about the Paris news, are they? I think most would say it's taken too long. That was pretty clean the first few corners. Oh, a bit of a wrist slides. This looks good, though. Nice, here we go. Are we going to get to 11s here? Let's see. It's not a huge improvement. Oh, nearly. 12.036. We could definitely get into 11s in qualifying, I think, though. Almost into 11s. But we do improve that lap at 12.036. And nice. How the hell did you get your engine below 100? I am season 3 of career mode. Our engine doesn't get hot much. Once you get all the upgrades in, your engine's usually running cold most of the time. Do you think Hadjo will get the V-carb seat? Yes. It is. Here we go, sorry. Alright then. That should be us done for practice, ladies and gentlemen. Happy with our runs there. We do finish up on top so far, at least, anyway. And I think we'll see through to that as well. The rest of the session. Thoughts on Checo Punch from Red Bull? Not surprising and arguably deserved. I mean, it's not really arguable, actually, is it? There's nothing to argue. Should have happened at the start of the season, really. Or before the start of the season. I'm at Season 7. The lowest I've ever seen my engine is 107. Maybe I just shift a little bit earlier, I don't know. I don't run the revs too high, maybe. Something like that. Then again, I am just doing one quick lap there. I'm sure once we get into a race, we'll probably see the engine go a bit higher than 100. Because I'm pushing it a lot more throughout an entire, you know, phase rather than doing one lap. So I'm sure in the race it'll go a bit higher. What position did we finish in Texas? P1. I just woke up. Checo finally got sacked. It has finally happened, Josh. Yes. It has finally happened. We can wave goodbye to Checo now. He's not got a seat at all for next year either, so... Horner says that even though Checo will no longer have driving duties, he'll still be involved with the brand and the team. So he's an ambassador, is what I'm hearing. He's been given some ambassadorial duties to relieve some of the fees. Have you changed your IC from that last race? It was 60%. No, but we will be doing that today. So no matter what happens here, basically, we're going to start at the back of the grid. So, right now, ladies and gentlemen, that is practice over and done with for ourselves. So we used up all our tires, and we are going to finish up on a 12.0. We almost got into 19s. So the 11, sorry, but couldn't quite do it. So, yeah, 12.036 for us. Lando Norris currently in second on 12.6, but we might see a few more lap times being put down before the end of the session. Sergio Perez, speaking of, goes P3. So, see if anyone could beat that. Yeah, they'll still get his partnerships and sponsorships for 2025 as well. So, yeah, essentially, he's just got an ambassador duty. 12.3 from Alonso, so he gets a bit closer. Less than 3/10 away from us. Who's replacing him? Replacing Perez? Liam Lawson. Transition to pit crew and screwing on Max's tires next year. Well, to be fair, Max and Checo got along quite well, to be fair. They very rarely clash, unlike in, like, Brazil, for example, but... Max was a very big advocate of Checo's, so...
And if today's
Checo's can be an example of 1 or 2 during the season.
We're in for an exceptional weekend of
Basically, Horner will basically pull out all of Checo's mistakes from this season, show it to Liam Lawson, and says, here's what not to do in a Red Bull. As long as you don't do any of this, you'll probably keep your seat. It's basically what Liam's going to be told. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, that is Mexico City FP2 over and done with. We do finish up on top here in FP2 with a 12.0, just under 3/10 faster than Fernando Alonso in second place and Lando Norris in third. The home hero, Sergio Perez, the man who's just been alleviated of his duties in Red Bull, of course, today. He's finishing P4 in practice. Lance Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, Carlos Sainz in P7 there, so he's found a bit of time. So he's found a bit more, though, really. George Russell, Verstappen on the medium tyres on 13.0 there, and Oscar Piastri all in the top 10. You can see the rest of the finishers there as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will finish us up for FP2, and it means we can start getting ready for qualifying. I do need to do a quick game restart, though, to sync my wheel back up, so bear with me for a second. Is Lawson confirmed? All but, essentially. It's all but confirmed for Lawson. I'll tell you what, actually, let's quickly finish off FP3. Right, quick practice. Get these little bits done, and that'll be us done for FP3. Whoever has a second seat at Red Bull is bound to fail. I don't think so. I don't necessarily think that's true. I do think there's a lot more pressure on someone like Lawson, for example, than there would be on someone like Yuki. Because everyone knows what to expect from Yuki. With Lawson, it's kind of going into the unknown, really, isn't it? So, I think there's more... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I think there's more pressure on Lawson than there would be Yuki Tsunoda, in my opinion. Nice, we got with it anyway. Cool. Is it Lawson coming in? Yeah. It will be. It's not announced yet, but it's looking extremely likely. Tough to Tough to clash when Max is consistently 45 seconds ahead of him. That is also true, to be fair. What up, Root? Can you change the steering wheel on a G29? Yes, but not like... It's not a quick release where you can just pull the wheel back and put a new one on. You basically have to modify it. It's a bit awkward to do. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, that is practice over and done with then. Let's do a quick game restart before we get into qualifying, and then we'll head into our first session. So, give me 2 seconds. Let me do a quick game restart, and then we'll head into qualifying. They should Wager, but it seems like it's too late now, doesn't it? So, I think most of us wanted Yuki, but it ain't gonna happen. I think you still give Perez a carbon nose sharp front end and think he'll still be fine. I mean, Perez, I just don't think he kind of suited with the pressure either at the end. Oh, we got a little bit of lag there, sorry. I don't think Perez is too accustomed to the pressure at the end. But I've always said this about Checo. Like, if you put him in a mid-table team, like, if he went to Aston Martin for next season, I think he'd do great there. I genuinely think he'd do great. I just don't think a top team is really accustomed to it. Especially when you've got a driver like Verstappen against you as well, so. Should give Stroll the second Red Bull and put Checo back in Aston? Exactly. I generally do think he'd do okay at a mid-table team. Generally would do. What's the point in the game restart? My wheel hasn't synced up with the game, so I should do a quick restart and then it will sync up again. It's why the wheel was set on neutral, because it wasn't synced. What pedals do I use in my rig? I use the Club Sport V3s from Fanatec. Alright, be a little bit loud this, so let's mute that. As soon as I leave Ipswich, they go second with 5 games played. Sounds like you're the problem, mate, not gonna lie. Perez never top team material. I don't know, I feel like he did deserve a shot at a team with a good car. Because I remember in 2020, everyone was basically begging for him to get a Red Bull seat, weren't they? Everyone wanted Perez to get the Red Bull seat. And he got it. Did he make the most of it? Arguably not. But I think he deserved to go. And it just didn't really work out, did it? So. Ever considered go-karting in real life? Yep. I used to when I was younger. But same old story with no money. No, Phoenix, I don't. I'm probably going to get new pedals at some point anyway. So when the active pedals come out from Mozza, I want to jump on that. That's my goal, so. All right. Who was the last driver to succeed in the Red Bull second seat? Whoever you decide was the second driver out of Verstappen or Ricciardo. They were the last drivers to succeed. I think Ricciardo probably was number 1 driver for a bit, but then when Verstappen came number 1, then I guess, you know, technically Ricciardo, so, yeah. I wish Mozza worked on PlayStation. One day. One day they'll do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado then, it is time to get our car set up and ready for qualifying here in Mexico. So, we are going to take a brand new engine. We're going to take an entire new engine, I think, actually, because we're going to take a new ICE. We're going to take a new energy store, which I think gives us 20 places in itself. So, we are going to take a full new engine today, and we'll start at the back of the grid. But no matter what, we are still going to do qualifying because we enjoy qualifying. We still need that ego boost, you know? So, let's try and go for the Grand Slam. That's what we want to do. Did someone make a TikTok about you getting the second seat? Yes. I think it was about Barry, actually, but yeah, either way. Is that Carlos in front of you? Yes. That is Carlos in front of us right there. He's looking down right now. He's a bit nervous. He's camera shy. But, yeah, that is him. How do you feel about Ricciardo joining Cadillac? He won't. Ricciardo's not going to join Cadillac. I think he's done with F1 now. And I can't blame him, to be fair. I can't blame him. Quality laps in Mexico is hella fun. Exactly. Why not? You know? Why not? Right. Okay, so, no rain is expected for qualifying here, but it's going to be a full dry qualifying session. A little bit of precipitation rise towards the end, but as you can see with the race, we are going to start off with some rain in this race. It's going to be a wet start to Mexico, and then it will transfer into some dry weather after that as well. So, some mixed conditions expected for this weekend. Our car is set up. Let's quickly just adjust our audio setting as well before I forget to do that. Where's the settings button? There we go. We'll change this to that. And there we go. All right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. It's time for Q1 here in Mexico City. Come and try and fight for pole position here in Mexico. Let's give it our all. How do you feel about Ricardo? Oh, sorry, I read that. Never mind. Yuki to Red Bull? I mean, that's what everyone wants, right? That's what everyone wants.
Soul is absolutely heaving.
Who's replacing Perez, Lawson?
To set the grid for tomorrow's Grand Prix. It's qualifying day here in Mexico City.
Do you think? What do you think about Perez leaving Red Bull? Unsurprising and arguably deserved. Probably should have happened earlier. They're my thoughts. Right, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mexico City. It's time for Q1. We have got brand new engine parts in the car now, so we will be starting last in this race. Although the grid order bug does put you in your normal position, we'll let everyone go down towards turn 1, of course, and then we'll be at the back of the grid from there on. So, right. So we probably will use the soft tires, obviously, for our first lap. We'll get a little bit of grip put down the circuit, of course. Fairly short track around here, fairly short lap times, so I can let these guys do their laps, and we'll follow along shortly after. Fernando Alonso, fastest man so far with 11.9. That's a pretty solid lap, actually, with Max Verstappen with a 12.0, Piastri, Leclerc, and Hamilton, 12.3s and a 12.5 for Lewis. Right. So we should be able to get into the low 12s, I think. I don't know about 11.9 straight away, but we'll do our best.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
Okay, how's it going? It'll either be Lawson or someone from F2, I think. For the Red Bull seat, it's guaranteed to be Lawson. It's all but confirmed. It's all but confirmed to be Lawson, so. I love how I said only a 5-place grid penalty for the engine changes, even though it's giving everything new. Danny Ricciardo in that Cadillac right behind us. Speaking of the man. Oh my god, okay. I did not realize the guys on outlets would go so slow here. But alright. I'll probably let them go again at some point, so. Right. Let's get these tires warmed up and let's focus on our first lap. Nice cake. When's your trip plans? Let these guys go. Quite a few cars here. Don't think they're on laps, but I want to try and stay away from them if I can. Let Ricciardo go. There's another car behind him. That's Lance Stroll. And we've got a lot of clean air here, so. To be in February. Nice. Enjoy.
And we've dropped to P18.
And a bit more front up in those front tyres. I guess not too bad. Obviously, getting some tow around here definitely goes hand in hand, but I don't think we're going to get that today. All right, here we go. Let's do this. First lap of Q1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's lock in for this opening lap here in Mexico. Let's try and fight for that P1. Oh, wow. A lot of oversteer on the exit of turn 2 there. Into the last sector. Purple middle sector. Now the final corner we go. Over the line. How's it going to be? Ooh, 12.2. We're behind both the Red Bulls so far. And it is Fernando Alonso in P1. So P4's not terrible. We did get that little slide out of turn 2, obviously, which did cost us probably about a tenth, maybe more. So, yeah, a little bit of time to find still. But P4 so far is not too shabby. We can definitely work with that and try and improve on that in the coming sessions. But I think it should be enough for Q1. We've got Verstappen P2, Perez P3, and Alonso P1 as it stands. What up, Matt? How's it going, dudes? Thank you, Shannon. Is there definitely no point in qualifying, technically, or are you just doing it to be realistic? I mean, we are going to be starting at the back of the grid no matter what. But, technically there is no point to it, but we can. That's the reason. We can, so we will. Everyone enjoys quali laps anyway, so why not? It'll basically be like a last to first challenge in this one, essentially.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
No worries, Kick Ray. Paris and Red Bull always makes you emotional. It's been an hour and a half since the announcement, and it's got me all sorts of feels right now. But it's still going to finish the top 3 for the penalties. We will see. We will see. We are running 110 AI today, so... You're taking quality practice session? I guess so, yeah. Technically. I just killed about 3 mechanics. My bad. Him P3 for the results? Yeah. I mean, it's odd enough seeing in the Red Bull now. But him being in P3, that's even weird. That's even weirder. If I had £1 for every time Checo finished in top 3 in qualifying this career mode, I'd probably only have about £2. But it's weird that it's happened twice. Right? Okay. Exactly, Incognito. It's just a bit of fun anyway, so why not? Right, that is the end of Q1 then, I think. I don't think we need to do another lap here. We're currently on a 12.222. Lots of 2s in that number. Our gap right now to Ollie Behrman in P16. Could Ollie Behrman get through to Q2 here? Both the Saubers are actually in a decent position at the moment, so... but he's at 12.8 right now, so we are currently 6 tenths up on him, which is not too bad around a small track like this. Still 2.5 tenths off from Fernando Alonso, so still got a bit of time to find at the moment, but of course we know where we did lose a bit of time, so... got a bit of time to find that first sector and a bit to find that the final one, sorry. Our middle sector is our best sector, actually, so... it did cake, yep. Happened about an hour and a half ago. Okay, let's skip towards the last couple of minutes. Is 24 much better than 23? Not really. I mean, if you're more of a casual player, not really like into simulation feel, you might enjoy this game more, but yeah, that's about it. Okay, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this session. We should start seeing the first car today on track. Carlos Sainz, I think, actually improved. Yeah, he did. Carlos Sainz going to P4 now, so that drops us down to P5. He went about half a tenth quicker, roughly, so... Okay. There we go. We'll start seeing the car today out on track. And we'll watch along. I join you, kill about 10 mechanics. Yep. Story, another day in the life, basically. Is there any differences for crossplay? I'm not exactly what you mean by that, but I'm going to say no. I'm not too sure exactly what you mean by that. Right, 1 minute 45 seconds left to go in the session. Who should we go on board with? Let's see. Lewis Hamilton's P10. Yuki Tsunoda, is he somewhere near the front? No, he's a bit near the back. We'll go on board with Hamilton, why not? The 7-time world champion in the Ferrari. Let's see what he can do. Crossplay. Don't get too excited. I always don't know why the Ferrari engine sounds so quiet, but here we are. Is that Russ in a Red Bull? A racing bull. Right, that's what Lewis Hamilton can do here then. Just over a minute left in the session. It's currently sitting P10. Let's see what it does in the first sector. What's up with all the tire skidding noises? Let's see how its first sector is then. So, it was a 27.2 before. It's now a 27.1. So, improvement in the first sector for Lewis. I'm sorry, Nico. Maybe one day. I'll put an entire suit and helmet for you. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Yeah, we got really lucky with that, Cheese. Very, very lucky. I did see it happen quite a few times. But, yeah. What was Lewis's middle sector? He did a 26.9 before. This time it's going to be a 26.8. So a couple of tenths up so far for Lewis on this lap. Will he find any more in the final sector? For sure, Sanska. I mean, I think most of us would dream of having a career like that, right? So, I think a lot of drivers don't do as great. 22.1, shit, okay. He found quite a bit of time in that third and final sector. Oh, we dropped a few places there, damn. Look at that penalty, chat. 65 place grid penalty. All right. ladies and gentlemen, P9 then is where we finish here in Q1. We only did one lap, of course, but Max Verstappen flies to the top of Q1 with an 11.6. That's a very competitive lap time from the Dutchman. Charles Leclerc with 11.8 alongside Alonso, who also did 11.8. Perez in P4, Stroll, Hamilton, Sainz, Albon, ourselves in P9, and George Russell all in the top 10. And that will wrap us up for Q1, and we do get through to Q2. Nico Hulkenberg, Zhou Guan Yu, Danny Ricciardo, Lando Norris in P19, and Ollie Behrman in P20 there as well. They are all eliminated from the opening session, so Behrman out qualified by Zhou Guan Yu once again, but Lando Norris in P19. That's a tough start for the Brit. But most importantly, P7 and P9 for the Mercs. Got a bit of time to find in Q2, but hopefully we can do just that. Into Q2 we go. Is that a 65 place grid penalty? Yes. We took an entire brand new engine, which is why it says that. So, right, into Q2 we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We will start off with the old soft tire, as always. And then we'll use the fresh one if we need to get through to Q3, so. I'd even dream of having a career like Stroll's. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, us as fans, we'd have the career of anyone who actually had a few races. They did more than we'd ever do, that's for sure. You're starting from P60? P65, but yes. No, we'd only start P20, obviously. We won't actually start from P65. There's no such thing. Okay. Let's skip a little bit of time then. Not a huge amount. We'll just get about the 13-minute mark roughly, and then we'll head out for our opening lap of Q2. We'll use the old soft tires, of course, and let's see what we can do with that.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
When will Red Bull announce their new driver? I'm not too sure, actually. Might be this week. Might be in the new year. Who knows? But it seems like it's pretty obvious who it's going to be, so. Nah, we're still going to do laps, gamer. We're still going to do laps. We don't need to, because we're going to start last anyway, but why not, right? Why not? We still want to try and push for pole position and have some fun with it, so. Want to use the word sabbatical for Checo? I mean, Horner was also saying that Checo has a contract for next year and he's going to stay with Red Bull in that second seat, so don't look into it too much. Who do you think? It's going to be Lawson. It's definitely going to be Lawson. You'll start from Austin? Might even start from Bahrain.
And that's P13. P13.
You think they're going to sign Abby Pulling? Yeah, I don't think so. No F1 Academy is going to get a seat next year in F1, that's for sure. Definitely not. Plot twist Alonso to Red Bull? That would honestly cook. That would genuinely cook. If you could change one rule in F1, what would it be? No tire changes under red flags. Literally. Thanks, Carl. Literally. And that's not me criticizing their abilities. It's just the fact they get no backing to be able to do something like that. I think there's actually quite a few talented drivers in F1 Academy, but they do not get any backing whatsoever. Purple sets a one hit. Hello. Cut that a bit tight. This actually feels like a pretty solid lap so far. That felt really nice. Ooh, 11.9. That is not bad at all, actually. That was actually a few tenths faster than what we did in Q1. We did a 12.2 in Q1. 11.9 in Q2. Track evolution probably a little bit higher now as well. Bit more grip on the circuit, but either way, 11.9 is very, very good on the old soft tyre. Has everyone done the lap as well? Damn. That was a really nice lap then. Thing is, Verstappen went fast in Q1 with 11.6, so I wonder if everyone's using an old soft right now as well. So when they put on a fresh soft, maybe they'll go back to their 11.5s, 11.4s maybe. But at the moment, 11.9 is enough to put us at the top, so let's give it a go. I wonder if we get enough to get through to Q3. I'd be surprised. This is time for 2024 Miami. Oh, honestly, that'd be an absolute sham if that happens, Sanskar. Absolute shambles. There is a McLaren Raceable out right now, but I don't know if they're on a lap or if they just finished one. Either way, they didn't go above us at the moment, so... they're probably on in laps right now, then, I guess. Okay, so Sergio Perez, the home hero here, currently sitting in second place. Charles Leclerc in third, Russell fourth, and Lance Stroll sitting pretty in fifth, so... So far, so good for ourselves, but let's hope we can try and do a bit more in Q3, if we get through to it. Who would take the Red Bull seat? Liam Lawson. Almeida, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Couldn't come in back for sabbatical to drive for Red Bull. Scenes. Yuki will get the seat? Nope. Yuki's not going to get the seat. He should, but he's not going to. There's going to be quite the uproar when it's announced that Liam will do it. Who's doing Dead 10 with you in January? Just Lemon84 or Luke as well? I think all four of us are planning on doing it. Me, Lemon80, and Luke. Just like last time. Yuki must be pissed. I mean, Yuki will leave the Racing Bull program, the Red Bull program after 2025. He'll look at Aston Martin with Honda in 2026. There's no reason why Yuki should want to stay in Red Bull right now. He's been overlooked every single time. And I don't know why. I really, really don't. Right, so we are currently 200s up on Sergio Perez right now. It's actually fairly close. The top 5 are actually separated by less than a tenth at the moment. So really, really close for the top 5 at the moment. The gap right now to Pierre Gasly and P11 is 5/10, which is actually not a bad margin. I think we might be okay to get through to Q3 here. We'll see. Radio 84 is what we call it. 84 FM. Pierre Gasly, so, is in P11 right now. It's 12.4 for him, 12.6 for Carlos, so he's got to try and find a better time here. And he's found a good few attempts to get through to Q3. Ocon, Sargent, and Verstappen down in last there. So Verstappen must have had a bit of a, I don't know, hold-up or a mistake. He had an 18.4 sector in the final sector, so... yeah, it's not a very good lap for Max. He'll have to improve quite a bit in the next one. But, yeah, I'm fairly happy with that on an old soft tyre. Very content. Very, very content. Yeah, Nissan's merging with Honda, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah. Racing Mexico to celebrate today's news, eh? Exactly. Exactly. Call it a celebration, call it a commiseration, whatever you want to call it. It was very convenient timing, is what I would say, that we happened to Mexico in our career at the same day as Perez gets sacked. It was like the stars aligned for it. Right, 6 minutes to go in this session then. Let's go down to the last few minutes. Let's see if anyone do an early lap. Doesn't look like they will. Is anyone going to do a lap? There we go. Ocon, Gasly, Russell, all out as well. Tsunoda, Hamilton. I don't see Verstappen yet. Verstappen's in the queue, actually. I see him. Okay, so I think... has Perez gone out for a lap? Yeah, Perez gone out for a lap. So everyone's doing a lap here other than ourselves. So we actually did a really nice lap time. I'm fairly happy with that. We shouldn't stay at the top, I don't think. I'd be very surprised if we stay on top 11.9. And I do see... is that rain in half an hour? Let me check that precipitation real quick. 15 minutes dry. Well, the precipitation stays at 12% in half an hour, so I think it will stay dry. Yeah, 28% in an hour. Okay, it should stay dry then for Q3. I was a little bit worried then we'd have a COTA replica there. That's the last thing we need. Pergio Sarah to the second seat. Rain for the race? Yeah, it's going to start off wet for the race. For the first maybe 10, 15 laps. And then it will dry up after. So strategy's been quite important for the race from when that dry comes in. Right, here we go then. Everyone is on their second and final lap of Q2. Who's in that bottom 5 right now? Let's go with our teammate Carlos Sainz. He's at the back, actually. We won't be able to watch the rest of his lap. Where's Yuki? Yuki's in a good position, actually. Let's watch Yuki. Where's our boy Yuki? There he is. Let's see how Yuki does for his final lap in Q2. He's currently sitting in P9. Check already off the RB Drivers website. Yeah. They're usually fairly quick with that. $27 in the first sector, 26-7 in the middle for Yuki Tsunoda so far. How's that final sector for the Japanese driver as well? The man who probably should have got the Red Bull seat today, but doesn't look like he's going to get it. Over the line he goes. How's it going to be for Yuki? Oh, 12.1 puts him up 1 position. And does he get through? He does. He finishes P10 in the end. But look at that. It's a Red Bull 1-2 at the end of Q2. Max Verstappen does find that time. And he will finish on 11.6 at the end of Q2. The man to beat is the Dutchman. Sergio Perez joins him at the front so far with 11.7, a 10th off from him at the moment as well in his home Grand Prix. And then it's an Aston Martin 3-4. Alonso and Stroll on the second row so far with Leclerc in 5th. And we drop down to 6th at the end of Q2 there. George Russell in 7th, Carlos Sainz in 8th, then Hamilton and Tsunoda all in that top 10. And leaving us in Q2 then will be Alex Albon, Oscar Piastri, both the Frenchmen of Gasly and Ocon, and then Logan Sargent, who got through to Q2, will be leaving us in Q2 as well. He starts P15 for the Mexican Grand Prix. But P6 and P8 for the Mercedes. Can we go for pole position in Q3? We're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final qualifying session. No worries, Kate. Time to be the boss fires, Lawson. It seems that way, doesn't it? Seems like money to do that. It does say it should rain right now, but the precipitation is staying at 12%, so I'm going to say it's not going to rain. Is it cloudy? A bit cloudy, but not enough for any rain. Am I crazy, or is AI insane in Brazil? No, they are insane. They are absolutely insane. Brazil, Miami, Hungary are 3 tracks where the AI is very strong. Very, very strong. I always have to lower up those tracks. Do we want pole prediction or multiple choice prediction? Multi-choice. Yeah, multi-choice. Do multi-choice. Right, we have got 2 fresh tires we can use for Q3 here, actually. So, that leaves us with a lot of option, actually. So, we'll use this fresh tire for our first run in Q3. And we'll use this one for the last one. So, okay. Fuel's on minimum. Let's go out for our first lap, shall we? Let's do this.
Please, cars ready to leave.
Nice, Anscar. Honestly, I thought they already were, but... Pretty sure they're in the original instead of COTA, so... I'm gonna go, probably go P20 for quality prediction. No, it will be qualifying, not where we start in the race. Where we finish in qualifying. Alright, here we go then. Let's do our first lap. There is a Ferrari still in the garage, so I assume they'll head out fairly soon. Let's warm these tires up a little bit. Need to get the tires to about 80%, 80 degrees, sorry. Should be able to do that in the middle sector, really. Lots of weaves. I just bought an Xbox. Should I buy this F1 now? If you want to. I mean, F1 24 is the game that people play. But if you actually want an enjoyable F1 game, then maybe look at F1 23. Depends what you plan on doing, I guess. What's difficulty on 110? Max AI. Just cool off those core a little bit. 82 degrees in that front left should be perfect. Just lose a little about temp and we should be perfect to start off this first lap. Alright, here we go. 9 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. Let's see how we do for our opening lap in Q3. 11.6 from Lance Stroll. That's a strong start. .5 from Leclerc. .2 from Max. Holy shit. Here we go, around the last couple of quarters. How's it going to be over the line? Oh, 11.5 P2. Max attack so far from Max Verstappen. He's on provisional pole here in Mexico City. We line up alongside him in P2 at the moment. Charles Leclerc in third, Stroll in fourth, but Fernando Alonso in fifth. So Alonso not quite at the pace he was at earlier on in the session, but Verstappen flying early on here in Mexico. That's going to be a tough time to beat. We need to find at least another 2.5 tenths to beat that. And he may even go faster on the next lap as well. So Verstappen putting his mouth right where it is right now. And he is on provisional pole for this Grand Prix. But we've got to try and find some more. Hopefully we can do it. Gotta be on our toes here. This could be a tricky one. Yeah, you're planning on using... I mean, to be fair, F124 is a very controller-friendly game. I do find that controller players enjoy this game more than 23 because there's less of a simulation feel this year. 23 had a bit more of a sim feel to it. So people on controller did naturally enjoy this game more because it was much more controller-friendly than 23 was. And that's not to say 23 wasn't controller-friendly either. That was also controller-friendly, but more so this year. Max has put in the lap. He really has. It really has. PlayStation? No, I'm on PC. How are the American GP results for Monday? We finished P1 in COTA. What up, Line? Do you do extra tuning than what the game sets it at? You mean like with setups or something, or? I run custom setups every race I do. Max jumping for his friend Sergio. Speaking of Sergio, where is he? He was running quite well in qualifying so far. And he's down in P7 right now, so a little bit far off. Right. Fuck. Where do we try and beat Max then? So, to be fair, the first two sectors were actually really close. We're 11,000 soft in Sector 1. We're 15,000 soft in Sector 2. And then in the third sector, we are over 2 tenths off from him. So that Sector 3 is where he's finding all his time right now. So, that'll be difficult to beat. Really, really difficult to beat. Right, let's bolt on the new softs then. Again, that other one we used was fresh. This one's fresh as well, so they're going to be fairly even when we cross the line to start the lap. So, just got to try and find the time from the corners. That's it. That's what we can really do. If we're on a quality setup from during the race, is it normal for my tires to be 105 degrees plus? Maybe. It depends. You should really run a race setup, really. Even in qualifying, you should always run a race setup. Unless it's like a track where overtaking is difficult and stuff, you don't get a lot of overtakes and things, then you might want to use a quality setup for that sort of thing. But otherwise, with tracks that have overtaking opportunities, always use a race setup. Always. They'll be more accustomed to the tire temps. Tesco Mobile is running my DGB experience. Well, that's on you for being Tesco Mobile. Okay, 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in Q3. The gap, 2.5 tenths away from Max Verstappen. We need a mighty lap here to try and pip him to that pole position. Of course, no matter what, we are going to be taking that engine penalty, but we always want to put our name in the history books, don't we? So we will try and challenge Verstappen for that pole position. And we've got 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go. So we'll skip down towards the last few minutes. About there, and we'll head out for our first lap in a moment. Where does Sainz place in COTA? P5? P5, I think. And let's talk about it in real life. I think he got on the podium in real life, but if we talk about what happened on Monday's race, then he finished P5. Okay, we should start seeing the first car taking on track in a moment. There it is. Charles Leclerc, the first man out on track at the minute. Carlos Sainz, our teammate, in second, and Perez in third in the queue. So, right, fresh soft tyres are bolted on. The fuel is on the minimum. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Our final run of Q3. Can we try and find the time to pit Max Verstappen away from that pole position? It all comes down to this. Here in Mexico City. Can we do it? Can we do it? There is one driver staying in the pits. That's one of the Racing Bulls. Not sure which one it is out of the two, but one of George Russell or Yuki Tsunoda is not doing another lap here. We're currently leading the championship right now by 70-something points to Alonso. We got a pretty nice gap. I'm actually not too sure what our gap was to Leclerc. I was kind of focused on Verstappen only. I think we got a decent gap to Leclerc. But he could definitely find some more time, I'm sure. Let's focus everything on the tyre temps. Should be fairly easy for the middle sector. Everyone's starting their lap now other than that one Racing Bull in the pits. Okay, tyres are a perfect time. Let's do this. Through the stable section we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Our final run of qualifying. Can we put it on pole here in Mexico? Let's give it everything. Lock in. Oh, that's a little bit wide. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, this is going to be tight, isn't it? This is going to be so tight. Over the line we go here in Mexico City. 3/10 is the pole position.
Yes, excellent lap.
Get in, ladies and gentlemen. We do pit Max Verstappen to pole position. What a middle sector that was. And we do take it away from the Dutchman. An 11.209 for ourselves and a 284 for Max Verstappen. We do pip him to that pole position. And we do put our name etched into the history books here in Mexico City. So it'll be us on the front row alongside Verstappen, Leclerc and Stroll on the second row, and then Alonso and Sainz, the two Spaniards, and our championship rival on the third row. Love to see that. However, we do have that engine penalty, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe on pole position, but we start this race in last place because we have got a new engine. But it's a sign that we have got the pace here, and hopefully we can try and gun for the win in the race. Lewis Hamilton, Sergio Perez will share the fourth row, but obviously both of those get bumped up, as well as both the Racing Bulls of Yuki Tsunoda and George Russell in 9th and 10th. But we do take that P1 away from Verstappen, and that could be huge for this race, because it really does prove we've got the pace here. But we beat him by 700ths. When we thought it would be very difficult, we came out on top, and we do pip the Dutchman to pole here in Mexico. But, ladies and gentlemen, as I say, that penalty is going to be very, very spicy. But yeah, we got a 65 place grid penalty. We took new parts. We took every single component brand new, so That should see us out for the season, I think. We've got a brand new ICE, a brand new energy store. They were the ones that were struggling the most, but obviously at that point, we've got a 20 post-grid penalty. You might as well take everything else. So everything should be okay to take us to the end of the season now. So how's the championship looking? We'll have a look at that in just a second. So this is how the weather is shaping up for this weekend. We are going to get a wet start in this race. And it'll be raining not for too long, I don't think. Maybe for the first 10, 15 laps, maybe. Because it's obviously a 71-lap race around here. I think about 10 or 15 laps of that we'll have under intermediate conditions. And then it will dry up, and we'll see the drier tires being used. The question is the strategy. I feel like we could do a medium-soft, maybe. Because usually we'd probably do like a medium-soft or a soft medium-soft. I feel like we could probably do an inter, medium, and then a soft. A two-soft strategy on that alone, but we'll have to look into it a little bit more. I think so as well. Okay, yeah, an intermediate soft. Intermedium soft, sorry. Or we use the softs instead of the mediums and do an inter-soft medium. Or inter-soft. I don't know. We'll have to look into it a little more and see how the timer will be. Is there still a bug that a full engine results in a part going pop? Not that I know of, Paolo. I'm not too sure. I don't play mechanical faults on, so I'm not too sure. But, yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. I know it was a thing last game, but what's Tyler we're like in the race? Usually fairly decent. Usually fairly decent. This how the championship is shaping up right now as well, ladies and gentlemen. Heading into the Mexican Grand Prix. We've got a pretty tasty gap over Fernando Alonso right now. We're on 355. He's on 278. So a lovely gap at the moment. As Blake comes in with the raid. You love to see it. Thank you so much, Bondon, for the raid. I appreciate it, dude. I'm sure you probably have some emotion right now as well with Checo leaving. But thank you much for the raid, dude. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're having a good stream. Welcome on from Blake's stream. Hope we're doing good. What up, Lando? What up, Lemons? How's it going, guys? But yeah, you do join us at a good time. We're about to start off our Mexican Grand Prix here, which is very fitting that we have this in our career on the same day that Perez is leaving Red Bull. But yeah, we've got a lovely gap right now in the championship. We're going to aim to try and keep improving that. But of course, we do start last in this race with that grid penalty. So yeah, it was awesome, Blake. Awesome seeing you as well, man. It was a really, really good time. Had a lot of fun. What up, Alex? How's it going as well, dudes? Verstappen Sao Paulo 2.0? Maybe. But we're starting P20, he starts P17. We did do a last to first in this career. I think it was Season 2 Belgium. Although you can't see me qualified there. I'm pretty sure in Season 2 Belgium, we took an entire new engine and started last and won that race. So, can we do that again in Mexico? We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Is Checo confirmed? Yes, Checo is confirmed. He will not be participating in the 2025 season, unfortunately. Belgium pulled over, bam, win. Exactly. I will probably do the same here, because I'm pretty sure that grid penalty bug still exists, so. McLaren fell off. Yeah, McLaren suck in this career. The thing is, their R&D says they're really good. Apparently, they're the 4th best team in the R&D, but Piastri's starting P19, and Lando Norris is starting P14, so even with a strong car, their drivers are not doing very well, so. You mean he's not joining another team? Perez? No, Perez will not be joining another team, so. All right then, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado then, I think it's time to get underway for the Mexican Grand Prix. 71 laps is what we're going to face up against for today. It's going to be a tough race, but hopefully we can counteract these tough conditions, these mixed conditions that we're going to get here in Mexico City, and we can try and bounce back from this P20 and get ourselves on maybe the podium. That's going to be our goal, to try and get on the podium. It'll be a damage limitation kind of day today, but we can afford one of those now with Fernando Alonso starting to drop off a little bit in the championship. So today will be a damage limitation day, but as always, we're going to try and target the best we possibly can. While the race goes up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go and take a quick toilet break. I'll be back with you guys in a few moments' time, and then it'll be time for 71 laps of racing action here in Mexico.
Back in the 60s, Mexico City would host the season-ending race, a party of motor racing. Well, we might not host the finale now, but Mexico hosts a party nonetheless. So welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for the Mexico City Grand Prix. 17 corners then at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 10 to the right and 7 to the left. And all of them will have to be tackled in difficult wet conditions here today. No DRS assistance either, at least not for the start of the race. But the best overtaking opportunities will still be down into turn 1 or shortly afterwards into turn 4. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Hamilton, Perez, Tsunoda, Russell, Albon, Ocon, Sargent, Ricciardo, Norris, Behrman, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Zhou, and Wang. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
Okay, mate, I know it's not a great position to be starting.
The
on
bug's
grid,
fixed,
and
chat.
it also puts us slap bang in the middle of the danger zone where risk is high. So be careful, pick your battles, and let's see if we can pick a few positions off along the way.
Hopefully so. They actually fixed it. The bug is fixed. We do actually have the penalties applied this time. We didn't have that when we did it last time, but now it's fixed. That's good to see. So, we do start P20 then. We won't have to worry about giving positions back or anything. We can just get started straight away, which is good. Matt Bloods, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. How's it going, buddy? Right. So we will start this one in 20th place. We haven't been qualifying. We just took a brand new engine, so. It does say the rain's going to be around for the first, maybe what? Quarter of the race? So maybe, yeah, I think about 15 laps on the Inters is what I expect. About 15 laps, and then we'll probably move up to the dry tires. I think from there on, it'll most likely be a medium soft to the end. That's what I expect. Difficult to say, though. We do have the weather on approximate, so anything's possible, essentially. I'm good, cheers, Matt. What up, D-Ice? How's it going as well, dudes? Who's the best driver in Creator Series? GB68. Best teammate in the world. We will drop the fuel a tiny bit here. Not too much. We'll just go about 80 laps. That should be good. We probably will up the aero a little bit in the front end just to try and get a bit of front grip at least. We'll put the brake bus 56 and then the diff we'll put to... It's not heavy rain, so maybe we'll go 95. Let's try 90 actually to start with. We can always adjust it as we go, so... Alright, I mean, there's not much else we can really do then because we can't obviously adjust the strategy, can we? So... I guess we'll just leave it as it is. But I imagine it'll be about 15, 16 laps maybe on the Inters. Maybe a bit longer, actually, judging by what that's saying. Who knows? But it'll be about 15, 16 laps, I imagine, on the Inters. Maybe longer. And then we'll switch over to a dry set. But again, we'll play it by year. We don't exactly know exactly what we'll be doing right now. So I think a medium then soft sounds good to me. Yeah, I think I agree. Right then, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, what do we do for the prediction? What do we do for the prediction? We obviously start dead last. We have got that brand new engine in the car now, so we should have optimal performance, really, shouldn't we? Should we try and go for a podium? What do you guys think? Should we try and push for a podium? How much faster is wheel versus controller? I mean, that's all down to the user themselves. Some people are better on controller than they are wheels. Some people are better on wheel than controller, so everyone's different. Top 3? You guys think top 3 as well? Yeah? All right, let's do it. Top 3. Will we get a podium here in Mexico? I like that. Simple, but, you know, we need to get it done, you know. Overtaking will be a little bit tricky, of course, here, because it is ready to start with, so we'll have no DRS in the opening phase of this race, so everything's got to come down to pure talent, essentially. But yeah, let's do that then. Top 3. Will we finish top 3 here in Mexico City? I'm down for that. Call Max, he'll tell you what to do. Exactly. We've done our last or first before, though. Although not in the rain. We haven't done it in a wet race, so... Where are we finishing COTA? P1. We won in COTA. Oh, Huckleheim. How could I forget? Good shout, Paolo. Huckleheim is here, ladies and gentlemen. No Verquacken, because that's used for the wet tires. I do feel like it's going to fall off at some point, but we'll see. But yeah. What happened in quality to get P20? Nothing. We just had an engine penalty. We're taking a brand new engine today, so that's why we start last. All right. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get underway for the Mexican Grand Prix. A very fitting time for us to have this in our career mode, but of course, Sergio Perez having his contract terminated today as well. So, yeah, very, very spicy. But he is doing the save, and he is qualifying a little bit higher up than us so far for this Grand Prix. We start this race, ladies and gentlemen, in P20. We qualified in P1, but we had a brand new engine put in the back of the car, which means hopefully we'll have optimal performance and we can try and push for the podium. At least that's what we want for the prediction. Strategy-wise, a little bit difficult to say exactly what we're going to do right now, but we are going to start on the intermediates for the start on this race, and then we'll transfer over to the dry tyres once the rain fades off. It will last about 15 to 20 laps, I think, this rain, but we have to play it by ear, and we'll see what we do from there on. But I think it'll be an inter, then a medium, and then a soft. That is my predicted strategy right now, but we'll play it by ear, and we'll see what happens as the race progresses. But P20, ladies and gentlemen, is where we start this race. Don't forget, today's prediction is where we finish here in Mexico City. Will we finish in that top 3? Make sure to get your predictions up in the chat. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for 71 laps of racing action here in Mexico City. Oh, I did the wrong thing.
Okay, how was that pull away? We'll have a bit more grip on that at the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up on the Twitch right now. Will we finish on the podium here in Mexico City? We start this one in last place. Can we do it? Let me know in the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen. Where will we finish in 71 laps time? Let me know in the chat. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mexican Grand Prix as we head through the stadium section where all the Mexican fans will be surrounded for Sergio Perez. Although that won't happen from next year onwards, which will be quite the sight, won't it? But we do start this one in P20. Now, as you can see, the rain is coming down relatively thickly here in Mexico. So not going to last too long, the rain, but we'll try our best to try and get a good start and make some positions early on. No DRS, of course, in the early phase of the race, so you have to make the most of this. I'll do 0.3. Not bad. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights here in Mexico City. And we are underway for the Mexican Grand Prix. That's not too bad. Off the line, the Cadillac of Nico Hulkenberg struggling to pull away. Zhou gets a good start in that Audi. Piastri struggling a little bit for grip as well as he head down turn 1. For the first time, we're going to be a little bit careful with our front wing here. The last thing we want is to get any wing damage on this opening lap as we try and scoop around the outside of the Audi. It's a 3-wheeler Gasly, Behrman, and Lando Norris as we get contact from Zhou Guanyu on the right-hand side. We tried to keep far away, but I guess we're in a 3 wide there. Have to be a little bit careful. Up to P17 as we get the exit out of turn 3 on Lando Norris. We'll get up the inside down towards turn 4. Have we got that inside line over him? We do indeed. We'll try and sneak up the inside of the Alpine of Pierre Gasly as well. As we say, side by side with him. Well, look at the car park through here. Everyone just parked up right now, trying to wait and be patient for their car to be settled, of the car in front to move away. But we have made 5 places so far in this race. A great start for ourselves. That is definitely Max Verstappen-esque, isn't it? And from P20 to P15 on the opening lap as we just wait for the car to settle through the middle sector. Bit of a slide on the exit as we head into the stadium section for the first time in this race. But yeah, great stuff for Behrman as well. I think he was quite low down originally, but P14 for him at the moment is not too bad. Remember the massive undercut? Yeah, I do remember. But, of course, it's going to be a little bit tricky with undercuts and stuff here because the rain is pretty heavy. Charles Leclerc is the man leading the race right now. Carlos Sainz, our teammates, in 3rd. Down towards turn 1 we go. Got to be a little bit careful with our battery because we are a bit tight. Did Red Bull drop Checo? Yes. Red Bull have dropped Checo.
Look out for a bit of understeer.
We've got the inside here, maybe.
They're going to be giving off dirty
Had a little
air,
look.
which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
A little bit unsure about the brakes right now in these conditions, so just got to adapt a little bit. Let's try and get a nice exit out from turn 3. That's not too bad. Behrman got a good exit as well. Maybe we can have a look up the insides here then. Bit of a late lunge. We're going to sneak our car up the inside at turn 4. Put it on the inside in case he needs it. And that should be the move complete on Ollie Behrman. 6 places made in the opening couple of laps. It's been a spectacular start to this race. That's exactly what we needed to fight through the grid. And that puts us up to P14. Logan Sargent in at P13, directly ahead of us now. Yeah, it will be Liam Lawson going to Red Bull, yeah. It will be. Middle sector are a big week right now. Good start, though. Started P20 up to P14. On the second lap, it's exactly what we need to do. Verstappen sets fast lap 23.3 for the Dutchman. We'll probably be a little bit off from that right now, obviously. Yeah, 24.5, so...
Keep up good work.
Who takes Lawson's seat? Isaac Hadjar will go to Racing Bull. Thank you much, Dallas, for the 14-month resub as well, buddy. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's spin chats. Welcome, Dallas, into Vince Fam for the 14 as well. Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. It's a little bit too far back from the Williams there. And a little bit of a slide out of turn 3. Yeah, good start to this race, though. Just got to try and find the move on Sargent at some point. Not close enough down towards turn 4. When's the rain going to stop? Weather report. Weather report. Hello?
Current forecast is 5 or 10 minutes more of rain before it starts to dry up.
Not long then, basically.
Not sure whether
Not long.
winters are faster. We're right on the crossover.
What happened in qualifying? Nothing. We qualified on pole. We just had a new engine. We did say on Monday we were going to put a new engine in the car. It was planned. That's a pretty nice run to the middle sector. Not made any positions on this lap. Might have to make it soon, though. The more we get held up, the bigger the difficulty gets to get to the podium, so... Yeah, we're already entering kind of the crossover period, slowly but surely. The rain's still quite heavy, but... Well, not that heavy, but... You get what I mean.
I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon. Be careful you don't
What's
burn
tyre
out
temps
your
saying?
tyres.
Oh my lord, the tyre temps! 97 on that rear left, 96 on the rear right. That's not quite what we want. That's a little bit high. Yeah, no wonder we aren't really pushing as much as we were then. I mean, I hope everyone else is having this issue. Because it's definitely intense right now. It's raining quite a bit. Literally cooking, yep. We are frying these tyres. So a little bit too far back on Logan. Sargent's made a mistake. And that'll be the position for free. Thank you very much, Logan. Appreciate that. I would take that. No complaints from me. I actually broke a tiny bit late, so I was a bit worried I was going to hit him, but then he locked up with his strut anyway, so... Free position for me, can't complain. And that's P13 inside 4 laps. And that's why it's not got a seat. Okay, it's this middle sector. This middle sector is frying our rear tires. The surface temp gets very high. We're going to have to try and find some of the wet stuff, aren't we? To try and cool the tires down as much as possible. Max Verstappen goes fast at 23.1. They're still flying away for the lead. They're actually launched away from our teammate, haven't they?
Okay, gap
Let's stay over here.
1.5
Be a little bit cool on the tires over here, hopefully. We need to really reduce them rear tire temps ASAP. It's getting quite urgent, so... Box, it's still raining. If we box up the soft tires, they will just struggle. Or whatever tire at that point, doesn't really matter. Too early to box. Too early to box.
I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Yeah, those rear temps are looking spicy. For all the wrong reasons, unfortunately. What's my brake bias at? 56. Got to close up torque on a little bit more here. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake there. Definitely filling those rear tires. Definitely filling them. Oh my lord, 120 degrees on the rear surface temps through the middle sector. Okay, we need this rain to end fairly soon. We need this rain to end very, very soon. DRS is enabled. That seems a bit early. Teammates in the pits. We're going to stay out one more lap then, aren't we?
Carlos is in for his stop now.
Otherwise, we'll get caught up in the pits. It's still raining, though. How do you have this liver on the Mercedes? It's a mod. We had to stay out because our teammate was in the pits. Would have got held up. We had to box. But it's still raining, though. That's the thing. I guess we have to box, though, don't we? Leclerc's on medium tires. The rain lasted a lot less than I thought it would.
Pass for first place.
Right, let's push then. Weather report.
We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters.
It's on the crossover. Okay, the rain has now stopped. There's no more rain. I'm getting Spain flashbacks here. Right, box this lap, ladies and gentlemen. Box this lap. Box, box. Box, box. Box this lap. Chat, what tyre?
Hitting this lap then. Come into
What
the
tyre?
pits
Mediums?
this lap.
Or softs? What do you guys think? Mediums, you reckon? Set medium tyre.
Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop.
Okay, let's go in. Is Leclerc catching us? 11.3. I think it's holding, isn't it? In we go. Leclerc wasn't catching us, to be fair. He stayed at 11.3, so I think we are still at the crossover period, essentially. But his tyres will be a bit warmer, obviously, so...
Okay, mate, that's it.
2.5 pit stop, not bad.
Perfect job.
Dimitri did a
from
good
you
job.
and the crew there, mate. We're
Ooh,
delighted
I'm inside
with
choke,
that.
weren't you? Right, how far back we're going to be? Oh, I tell you what. We're going to be right in the thick of some battles
stay
here.
clear of the white line on the exit.
Oh, rear tyres squirming around. Did we gain positions here? Oh, Ocon's going to get me. Let's try and wrap around the outside here. Tyres get a bit cold. Let's see if we can try and get this position over Esteban Ocon, who climbs up that inside curb. We'll get the inside of turn 2. Our tyres are cold, but we can fend that position. We hold us P11. We've actually gained positions. We were P13, P14. We're now P11.
This is our true place.
Here comes Ocon. Look up the inside. He's got DRS. We don't. We got a little bit deep, but we should have held that position over Esteban Ocon. So we've actually gained a few positions there. So that overcut somehow worked. I was not expecting that. No complaints, though. No complaints. Promote Dietrich to head pit crew. I agree. Dimitri's finally come good.
This is our true position.
Getting 2 places.
Well, so warm up
We'll
your
take
tyres
it.
and get down the road.
We will take it. It'd have been interesting if we went on the soft tyres to try and get through this traffic and stuff, so... Yeah, I'm fairly content with that then. I'm fairly happy. 21-0 for Max Verstappen. So yeah, the dry tyres aren't much faster right now, but they are a little bit faster. Probably from teams double boxing. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I did say subs. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the soft tyres. And we've got on Ricciardo. We've got some good straight line speed. Ricciardo defends the inside. He can be trying to loop around the outside. He's a little bit late for the brakes. And the Cadillac just holds position. Let's try and open up turn 3. Get the exit if we can. The car's still sliding a little bit. Yeah, Ricciardo will hold that one, I think, annoyingly. Huckleheim is on the wheelbase still. He shouldn't be, but you know what? We'll let him be. It might jinx us, though. Huckleheim usually brings us the luck in the wet weather. But now it's not wet, so... maybe I should put him away. Needs to get past Ricciardo ASAP. I don't think he's got DRS on Tsunoda, is he? It's very tight. Is that a Cadillac? Yep. Yeah, Ricciardo's in the Cadillac. 19.9 from Leclerc. Lap time's getting faster. 19.6 from Max Verstappen, who has got a bit of a gap right now to Charles Leclerc. Alonso goes fast, 19.5. He's sitting in P5 right now, I think. Right, can we get past Ricciardo this time? Around, down towards turn 1. 20.1 for ourselves. Ricciardo using up some battery here. Used up all his battery, I think, as Ricciardo defends the inside. We're definitely close to this, so we go lay on the brakes, round the outside. The tyre's a bit warmer this time, and we do scoop around the outside of Ricciardo at turn 1, and we are up into P10. We are into the points on lap 9. This has been a great drive so far. Can we succeed in the last to first? Who knows? The guys at the front seem very quick, so it'll be tricky. And with this traffic, it'll make things a little bit more difficult as well. But we are in the points for the first time on net position in this race. Tire temps. Perfect right now. They still do feel a little bit slidey. That's mainly because it's grease on the surface, though, so... These guys are holding each other up a little bit here. Charles Leclerc, 18.6. The lap time is just getting faster and faster right now. 18.5 from Max Verstappen. Is Fernando Alonso going to beat that? No, it doesn't. So Alonso was slower than those two. This time around, 18.3 for ourselves, though. And we go purple here in Mexico City. Show that to Fernando Alonso. He'll start getting a little bit nervous. We head down towards turn 1. A little bit too far back on Yuki Tsunoda at this time of asking. But we have gone purple for the first time in this race. And our intentions are clear. Our intentions are clear. Purple first sector again. We're probably going to get held up a little bit this time, though, so don't think we'll get a purple up on this occasion. Doing a driver grid of Isaac Hadjar, and I got an offer from Mercedes. That'd be interesting, to be fair, in real life. Depends if you feel like it's realistic or not. Race just started? Yes, sir. Well, 10 laps ago started. 17.6 from Leclerc this time around. 17.6 from Verstappen. Anything from Alonso? Nope, but Lance Stroll. 17.604 for Lance Stroll. 17.8 this time, so we did lose a little bit this time around. Safraz and Mindzone, thanks for following the Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys doing good. We're quite far back from Tsunoda this time around. Russell and Albon going too wide through turn 2 and 3. Don't be wing damage, please. Going 2 mile an hour through turn 3. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo again. Hello. The Cadillac looking a bit spicy all of a sudden. Oh, come on, guys. Fighting so much. That's going to hurt quite a bit of our time now. And that gap to the top guys will open up a bit more. Need to get through them here. This traffic is costing us. Let's try and reserve some battery. We'll try and blast past at turn 1, maybe. Who's going to take Perez's seat? Liam Lawson. (16.7) from Charles Leclerc. And again from Verstappen. Any of the Astons? Nope. Come on, we've got to get by one here. We're being held up massively in this middle section right now. Yuki Tsunoda's going for the attack on Alex Albon. Albon goes defensive. Tsunoda can't get past. This is really bad. These guys are scrapping so much. It's holding us back a lot. Maybe at turn 4.
Okay, mate. Tsunoda's ahead of you.
Why am I so scared of wing damage here?
Try and get past
Because
them.
I'll have
Put them
nothing
on
in the middle
back foot.
sector.
Push, push.
I know there's a lot of straights around this track, but that middle sector will hurt us a lot. And we can't afford to do that right now. There's a big scrap going on between the two Aston Martins in front of us as well. For P5 or 6, I think that is. And that's causing the entire train to catch up to them. Fernando Alonso holds on to the position for now. Has Red Bull announced who's replacing Perez? No. But it'll be Liam Lawson. Oh, these guys are so slow. 15.9 from Verstappen. I hate that they're so much faster right now. We're going to try and blitz by here. We need to try and get by. Tsunoda gets a seat, mate. Come back in a week's time, we'll see. Come on. Nice. Good move on Yuki Tsunoda. That's the position we need. Up into P9. Took a while to get past it, but we have finally done it. We need to get by at turn 1. Where do we start from? P20. With an engine penalty, so... 1-0 Palace. Oh, yay. Come on. Red tire's still getting quite hot in that middle sector. I disagree with it being Liam Lawson going to Red Bull. I disagree with that a lot, but it is going to be him. In my eyes, it should be Yuki. But unfortunately, it will be Lawson. Bit tired batch this time around. Nah. Good gap. Nice gap that, Mark. We go down towards turn 1. Can we try and get past Alex Albon this time? We're taking that slipstream. We're trying to break him at turn 1. We're trying to go a little bit late. He covers that inside. And Alex Albon holds on for P8. We're still trying to charge through the field. We're losing a lot of time to Verstappen and Leclerc and co. We need to try and do the best we can here and power through. These guys in front. Oh, hello. What's our current strategy? They want me to pit again onto hard tyres on lap 36. I mean, I don't know. Wait, we could do double medium, right? Surely that's a strategy, right, chat? Double mediums? There's no way we use a hard tyre, right? Open choice because it works exactly. 15.9 that time. That's a decent lap. Here we go, Alex Albon. Maybe this time. Oh, we're still not close enough. That Williams has got really good straight line speed, so we're going to have to try and find some time in the corners to get past him. Because that Williams is tanking us in the straights. That was a decent exit here, down towards turn 4, but too far back. We're in a bit of trouble here because we're kind of stuck behind Albon. Gonna have to go for a send at some point, aren't we? Oh, what a move. Oh, that's more like it, baby. We 72 in the corners, and that's exactly what we've just done. What a move. Out through turn 5. Set it up perfectly for the exit. We got the traction, and we steam by up the inside of 6 and 7, and into P8 we go. However, he might be close enough to get us back on the straights, though. That was beautifully set up. That right there might be overtaking the day. Let's see. Albon's 3/10 back. 15-3 this time around. Wow. Great lap. Great lap. Alex Albon trying to close up towards turn 1. The gap's actually increasing a little bit here, so I think it might be used up his battery. So that works for me. And down towards turn 1 we go. P8 right now then. Our championship rival, Fernando Alonso, is actually directly in front of us. P5 is where the Spaniard sits. And we have a pretty big points gap to him right now in the championship, so got a bit of work to do to try and get past him. They've got years of experience and know what they're doing, so if they pick Lawson, they're good. Yeah, it's Red Bull, so notorious for picking the right driver, and Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon, right? Because they were miraculous choices from Red Bull. They work so well. Can we get the run out of the final corner? Oh, geez, a bit of a slide. Tyre's still a little bit warm in those rear tyres at the moment, so... Come on. Gasly and Albon have turned out to be good drivers, though. Yeah, but they weren't the right pick for Red Bull, were they? That's the point. I'm not saying Lawson's a bad driver either. I think Lawson's a good driver. I just don't see him as staying at Red Bull for many years, you know? That was a lovely opportunity on the outside of turn 2 and 3 as well. Got some great speed down towards turn 1. He's going to attack us back at turn 4, though. Good stuff. Horner's the wrong pick for Red Bull? I mean, that is factually true. He should not be a Red Bull right now, but here we are. Tom Moss, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. Red tires seem to burn off pretty quickly here. Yeah, it's because there's this section here. The rear tires get super hot for that section. So we're going to be really careful with the tires there. You can see the rear left 109 degrees. They burn up a lot. Is Lawson confirmed Red Bull second seat? All but confirmed, essentially. Oh, we haven't got DRS to Stroll here. I think Russell might get us back. We haven't got a lot of battery. He's not leaving, Lemon. He's not leaving until 2028, I'd say. Yellow flag's out on track. That's in front of us, I think. Is it?
Someone's come off
Yeah.
ahead of you. There's a yellow flag.
Oh, how fitting. Sergio Perez is out of the session. He lost his seat in real life, and now he's out of the Mexican Grand Prix, his home Grand Prix. I mean, that just... It was written in the stars, wasn't it? It was written in the stars. The game knew. Sergio Perez has pulled over at the exit of turn 3. He's out of this race. And that bumps up to P7 again. We are back with the DRS range. These guys are in front at least now. Game is trolling, they really are. How are the rear tyres doing actually on their wear? Let's have a quick look. So rear tyres, 12 and 11%. Is that about 1% per lap, chat? Looks about right, doesn't it? 1% per lap on the rears.
Gap to your teammate ahead.
What's my rating in the world boards? I have no idea. I don't do the F1 board stuff. I occasionally do time trial, but that's it. I don't really do the rank stuff. Number 2 for back at turn 1 on George Russell. About 1% a lap? Yeah, okay. I mean, that's not too bad, is it? 1% a lap with the tyres getting that hot is not that bad. I think we can cope with that. Yellow flags are still off of Perez's car, by the way. Oh, now they're gone. Was Perez in P3 before his mechanical failure? I think P4. I think it's behind Sainz. Come on. Come on. Perez retired from your session earlier too. The game knows. The game knows. I wonder if he will retire from F1. I mean, I guess technically kind of... I mean, I don't know if he really has retired as such, but... I wonder if we'll just call it fully quits in F1 and do something else instead.
Well done.
Apparently he still will be staying with Red Bull as an ambassador, but I think that's probably to alleviate some of the compensation they owe him, so... George Russell defends the inside. Can we try and skip around the outside at turn 1? We're wheel to wheel with the Brit. We've got the inside turn 2, a bit of wheel banging. As we hit the apex turn 3 as well. We get some nice traction there, and that puts us into P6. Best position so far this race. There's the daily message about the tyres.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice.
This is a great race for us so far. Started P20, currently sitting P6 after 20 laps. Really, really good stuff for this race. I mean, I think it'll be very difficult to catch the top 2. Leclerc and Verstappen are in the stadium section right now, so catching those guys will be tough. But I do think a podium will be possible here. Perez leaving is 100% not deserved, just had a bad year. Did he have a bad year in 2023 as well? Or... because my man was lower in that second half of the season. And a bit of a sliding get on the rear tyres. They want that Kit Kat money, exactly. Exactly. Stroll and Alonso going at it again at turn 1. These two teammates have been going at it all race so far. Let's see if we can try and capitalize here. Oh, they checked up a lot more than I thought they would. There we go. This is a race for the championship here as well. Fernando Alonso is our championship rival. Come and look up the inside, down towards turn 4 of our championship rival. We hit the apex, and round the outside we go. Over turn 5, we get the grip, and that's the move. What a race we're having here, ladies and gentlemen. Into the top 5 we go here in Mexico City. And on lap 21, we pass our championship rival. Could we call that a move for the championship? We'll have to find out later in the season. But that is everything we need right now. 3 seconds to the podium. I mean, we are flying right now. Oh, Jesus. Red Titan don't want to stick with me at all there. I've got DRS we have. Alonso is fairly close this time around, though. Is he going to be close enough to charge down a position at turn 1? We're taking down Lance Stroll here, maybe, though. Ooh, a little bit too far back. We probably could have gone for that, maybe. But we'll get DRS again out of turn 3. And we might be able to get to P4 here. Let's see. Lost a little bit on the exit, but is Lance Stroll going to go defensive here? Could have maybe gone for it again, but we'll be safe with it. I'd be annoyed if I was Tsunoda and Lawson got it, for sure. No worries, okay. Come on, DRS. Down here again. Probably a little bit too far back for this one. We should get him at turn 1 again, though. Also gets us the back of us once more. Box lap 40 for one more stop. Means to be just over 30% wear. So 18 laps, you reckon? Should be doable. I think the rest of the grid is going to do a medium hard. So I think they're going to do a hard stint for the next and final stint. Here we go down towards turn 1. Lance Stroll. Is he going to defend this one? He is. He defends the inside. This time, we're close around the outside. We sweep it around the outside of Lance Stroll. And little the Canadian can do about that one. We'll get another dose of DRS down towards turn 4. And I think that's the move done and dusted. Unless Lance Stroll can bounce back here as he looks around the outside. Down towards turn 4. Alonso getting closer here as well as we go wheel to wheel with Lance Stroll. But he backs out of that one. And we do hold on to P4 here in Mexico. And now, it's the fight between us and our teammate. Look at the gap to Verstappen, by the way. 15-7. Jesus, can we bring that gap down? The top 2 seem to be flying right now. Back left, bit close to 40% wear. We kind of need to find the middle ground, really, don't we? So, will there be rain? No, the rain's done already. The rain's been and gone. Come on. Is the stream lagging? Are you guys getting lag on TikTok? Are you good? Ran out of battery down towards turn 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, should be okay. Fine for me. I'm gonna say it's your Wi-Fi. Here comes Large Troll again. We should be able to take that line though. Ooh, a bit of a wiggle there. Ruin got a little bit slidey. Imagine Danny Rick Red Bull comeback. Scenes. Won't happen though. But scenes. Hope Danny Rick gets that RBC. Not gonna happen, I'm afraid. I think Danny Rick is probably done with Formula 1 now. No, don't blame him, to be honest. I do not blame him. Is it Hamilton and Max up to? No, Leclerc and Verstappen. Hamilton's behind us. He's at the back of this train. Is that a Maserati 3? No, Maserati 9. We're not really shaking Stroll off here, are we? We are getting on Carlos Sainz, but not shaking Stroll off. He might attack me at turn 1 here, I don't know. Let's try and break his slipstream. That'll do. We'll get the XL at turn 3, though. I need to be a bit careful. Come on. If Alonso's kicking it, then he can. Very different mentalities for the two, though, I think.
Okay, gap
Very
to
different
car
mentalities.
ahead, 1.9 seconds.
Why is Hamilton so bad in the foreign career modes? Maybe it's foreshadowing what's going to happen next year. Maybe the game knows. 16-4 to Verstappen. We're still not getting anything on them, are we? Still not getting anything. I'd like to get the outside Carlos Sainz if we can, but Lawrence Stroll's really close to the final corner. I think Stroll's going to make the move here. I think Stroll will get back into P4.
Some time to the car behind.
Don't really like this position too much, I'm not going to lie. There goes Lawrence Stroll flying past us down towards turn 1. Undercut. Well, the thing is, I'm pretty sure the AI are going to do a medium hard. So they're going to use hards for the next in. The thing is, we don't have to. We could do another set of mediums if we want to, because we've already used another set of tyre. We've used the Inter. Alonso looks around the outside. Should be okay on the inside here, and we do hold that P5. So, I mean, if we undercut, the only way we can do an undercut is if we go into hard tyres. I personally like to use the mediums. We could definitely do a double medium here. It's crazy how hot those rear tyres get. Rick, thank you for the raid, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Hope you had a good stream, my man. Surely mediums are doing 40 laps. We're probably going to box on lap 38, 39 maybe. And that'll be just over 30 laps on those tyres. Here comes Alonso. We are trying to struggle a bit here, aren't we? Both the Aston Martins looking quite competitive against us. Here goes Alonso on the inside. We're slipstreaming Lance Stroll. We're kind of boxed in by the Aston Martins right now. Through turn 1 we go. At turn 2, we sharpened up a little bit on Alonso there, but we do get that position back from him. 2-stop it. I mean, that's also doable, to be fair. We could 2-stop this. Well, technically 3-stop, but, you know. Falling Squash and many thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. So we could do another medium and then do softs at the end, but I don't know if that will be worth it. I mean, I'd like to try and catch Max and Charles, but I don't think that's going to happen, is it? Because those guys are flying away at the moment. Go softs, then hards. Are you trying to throw my strategy? What kind of strategy is that? Softs and hards? Jeez. Bro wants me to finish outside the top 10.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 2.0 seconds.
Have they put up Monza 21 or Austria 24? Imagine. Here we go. Down towards turn number 3. 1, sorry. I said turn 3. Around the outside of Lance Stroll. Inside at turn 2. We'll get another DRS down towards turn 4. And that will hold us over the Canadian for now. 1.3 to Sainz. We are getting close to his DRS. We're getting closer and closer to his DRS. Safety car right now will be huge. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If we get a safety car now, we definitely go hards. Mediums would not go to the end. Sainz's team wants to give us DRS. Facts. To be fair, I think he might have heard you. I think he might have heard you. He just gave us DRS there. And we are within DRS range of Carlos Sainz. So, believers, you can start getting a little bit excited. Because for the podium, this is huge. We did just get DRS down towards turn 1 as well. So, we'll close up towards Carlos Sainz into the opening corner. And that'll be good against Stroll and Alonso as well, who were starting to cause a bit of a problem. Quite the train, actually, in this pack, isn't there? This train goes from P3 all the way down to about P10. Oh, bit of a snap out of turn 3. And that'll make sure we don't get any overtake at turn 4 done. Maybe turn 1 next lap, we'll try and get past him. Oh my god, the rear tyres sliding on me now. Quite a bit. That's happened twice in this lap alone. And you can see why. That S section's really hurting the tyres. 25 and 23% of them rear tyres. I think we've got to think about the strategy here, chat. I don't know if these mediums can stretch out long enough to do another medium. It's going to be a little bit sketchy. Okay, 10 more laps of these tyres, current strategy. Hold on, safety car. Maybe. I don't know, this yellow flag. And it's Leclerc's teammate, Lewis Hamilton, is pulling up out the final corner. The yellow flags have escaped now as we look out the outside of Carlos Sainz. That's the objective done, and that could well be the prediction done as well, as we escape around the outside of turn 1 and up the inside of turn 2, and we are past our teammate for P3. But if we want to win this race, we need 18 seconds on Charles Leclerc. How do we do that? How do we do that without a safety car? Is it possible? Because they basically have one pit stop over us right now.
Caution, caution.
Yellow flags are still out. Stream's gone. Wait, what? Is my TikTok lagging? Oh boy, here comes Carlos Sainz to turn 1. He'll get behind me here. Oh boy. It's fine, they're trolling. Nope. I don't see any issues on my end at least, but... For those on Twitch, are you guys getting lag as well, or are you good? Just for those on Twitch, are you guys having any troubles, or are you okay? Twitch is fine, no lag. I'm probably going to say TikTok issue, maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to learn no TC. Do you have any tips? Learn how to throttle manage. And try short shifting. Short shifting can get you better traction when you need it most. So sometimes pushing out of a corner when you're in third, maybe shift up to fourth for a bit of extra rear grip. But it's all about learning how to be lenient on the throttle. Make sure the car's nice and straight when you're trying to push out the corner. You never want to go flat out the corner while you're turning still. Otherwise, you're going to spin. Tinto was bad. Came over to Twitch. Seems like the place to be anyway, so. DRS on sights again. We'll probably get by him at turn 1. Skip up the insides. Oh, imagine the silver arrows came together. That'd be scary. The TikTok issue is it's getting banned. Yeah, true. I'm surprised it's not found a buyer yet, actually. Maybe they're asking too much money, though. How many laps can softs go here? Probably 15, maybe. We've been on these tires for a while now, since lap 6. What place did we qualify? P20. Well, we actually qualified first, but we had an engine penalty, so we started last. Lap 32 is 71. Really got to think about the strategy, chat. Really got to think about this strategy. I think another set of mediums. It's difficult. Because look how much these tires have done. We went on them on lap 6, they're on 30% on lap 33, so they are just over 1% per lap on the rear tires. Oh, man. The mediums are just slipping slides, literally. I'm going to listen to Stroll here as well, because I've got no battery or DRS here. We'll try and hold the inside at turn 4. This is the issue right now, is these battles, they're hurting us a bit. Hard's the best bet. It says lap 36 want to do it.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Ah, mate. This is tough. This is tough. I still feel like I can go a bit longer on this medium. Like, the yard's starting to fall away, but I still feel like I can go a bit longer on these mediums. If we get past Carlos Sainz again for the first few corners. This is hard, man. Hards is safe. Hards are definitely the safe bet. 100% Hards the safe bet. We are basically at the halfway point of this race now as well, so lap 34 is 71. And you can see the tires sliding a lot in the middle sector here. It's crazy how much they slide. Honestly, undercuts are hard an option. Definitely. Yeah, right now I only wanted to box lap 36. We can definitely box now and go for hard tires, but is it the fastest strategy? Oh my god, another slide.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 19.3 seconds.
There goes Carlos Sainz up the inside, down towards turn 1. I think Lance try to get a bit closer here as well. I don't want him to overtake us, though. He goes for it on the inside at turn 1 as well. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We'll give him space. We'll try and get the inside at turn 2. And we should get the line at turn 3. We do. Had to fend for that one quite a bit. Let our teammate go, but we hold off Stroll. This is such a tough call. I'd say go lap 40 for mediums. 5 more laps would be tricky. It'd be really tricky. Couldn't you push harder on the hards at the end? Yeah, but they wouldn't have as much pace as the medium. That's what I'm thinking. They would not have as much pace. Verstappen's in. Max Verstappen's in. I think he'll get out ahead of us. He is on the hard tires as expected. Carlos is in. All right, well, we need to decide now, chat. We need to decide right now what we're doing.
Okay, the pit window's open.
Chat, type 1 if we box this lap for hard tires, or if we hold out till lap 40 for mediums. 1 in the chat for box this lap for hards. 2 if we hold out for mediums. Mediums now, then softs? No. We're going to do 1 pit stop more and 1 pit stop only. After that, we're done. I'm seeing quite a few twos, I ain't gonna lie. There is a good few ones as well, though, to be fair. We have managed to pull out a Stroll's DRS.
Remember, box this.
Verstappen actually cut behind us, by the way, 3.9 seconds. But if Sonoda holds him up, that'd be really good. Charles Leclerc boxing now. It's tough, but I am seeing more ones, I think. I am seeing more ones. All right. We're going to lap 40. We're going to lap 40. We're on the 30th lap of this tire right now. We're going to go to lap 40 and we're boxing for medium tires. Charles Leclerc comes out behind Verstappen.
Reminder that you can play around with the RS modes in the MFD or lift sometimes.
Shut up, Mark.
Ease onto the brake pedal for some manual recharge.
We're going to lap 40. It will be tricky, but we're going to do it. He's going to crash out the next 3 races he does. Well, the next 3 races, we've got Brazil. Brazil, Portimao, Qatar. We've only had 1 DNF this season. And that was an Imola. That was our only DNF the entire career, actually, as well. It's a true P1. I mean, if we stay on to the end on this tire, then technically, yes, it is a true P1. Is it Vegas, is it? Oh, yeah, it might be Vegas, actually, you're right. But we have Portimao in our calendar. And I think we have that before Vegas. I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, be aware.
We'll have to check.
Grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
We'll have to check.
Gap to your teammate behind.
15-1 from Verstappen. We did a 16.8 that lap.
Seconds.
They are much quicker on that hard tire at the moment. Yeah, that Imola DNF was a painful one. It's the only career mode crash we've had. But, yeah, it stung. It stung. Brazil, Vegas, Qatar, Abu Dhabi. Okay, so I think after Vegas is when we have Portimao. I'm pretty sure. Needs a box. 2 more laps. 2 more laps. We're going to mediums for the rest of the race. My headphones are beeping. That's not good. You're losing quite a lot on Verstappen, I know. He's on fresh hards.
Okay, pit in this lap. And remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Trust the strategy, chat. Trust the strategy. Verstappen will get by us down towards turn 1. We'll box end of lap 40. We'll get a little bit of DRS here as well. Well, he will, but if we hold on to the gap, we'll get DRS on him, so. P2 to P1 though, I mean, technically we did it, right? Technically we did our last to first. Come on. We'll have a lot more grip on that fresh medium tire compared to those hard tires, so we'll have to make the most of it early on. You can see the difference in grip. through these corners. Verstappen pulls away a lot in the sharper corners. 2.3 to Leclerc. Both the Astons are fighting behind us as well. Safety car now would be lovely. Oh, imagine. Imagine we got a safety car right now. Ah, yeah, I lost DRS already. Not a surprise. Not a surprise. Alonso's coming for you. Well, we're coming back for him. So it looks like it's about 23 seconds maybe in the pit lane then. Roughly. 14.3 from Verstappen. What a lap. 2 seconds faster. All right, in this lap, ladies and gentlemen, we are boxing this lap until the end of the race. It's going to be tough going on these medium tyres. We've done 34 on these. Let's give it everything on that soft. On the soft? On the medium, sorry. On the next one. Let's go for it. Come on. We'll do a quick mid-session save as well. Real ones remember the COTA crash. That was iconic for the right reasons, I feel. That one doesn't quite sting as much, the Imola one. The Imola one was tough. Come on. McLaren will have DRS on us down towards here, but... Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, in this lap. In this lap. 22 seconds to Alonso. This could be close. See if we can maybe get past him.
Radio. Noob Master 5000 says stay out.
No!
Stay out. Dimitri has fallen asleep.
Wait, no! Dimitri, you better have woken up, buddy. You better have woken up.
Okay,
good lad, Dimitri.
Back into the race. Perfect.
He fell asleep last year twice.
Looks like a nice stop time.
Runs from Hayden block in the castle. Okay, yeah, that one stinks. Oh, this is going to be interesting on pit exit here.
Miracles do happen, mate.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Ooh. Right behind Stroll. Ooh. I don't mind it. Hold up. I don't mind this. On a fresh medium tire against those hards. I like it. I like it. No DRS down here, though. Russell might have a go at us here. Or force it the long way round. Yeah, we got the grip over him. Okay. I like this position, chat. I like this position. We'll have the DRS on Alonso and Stroll once his tires warm up as well. And these medium tires will have a lot more grip early on too, so this can work. This can work. I don't mind this at all. They could have gone longer. Honestly, I probably could have gone a bit longer with that medium tire. Especially if we only come out behind these two Astons. I was kind of feeling like we would come out about 5 seconds behind them, but no. We did a decent job then. Bit tight on battery again. Right, let's see what we can do. Stroll Alonso probably will scrap at turn 1. Let's see. Mr. Nobody gifting us sub to Falling Squash. Thank you so much, Mr. Nobody, for that gifted sub there, buddy. I appreciate that, dude. Alonso and Stroll going side by side at turn 1. Let's just wait for opportunity. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Send it. Oh, yes! That's what I'm talking about, baby! That's a move and a half! Perfectly executed and set up for destiny. And now let's run away. They will just about get DRS us down here.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 21.2 seconds.
Purple middle center as well. Let's see if we can try and pull away from Stroll's DRS. Could be tricky, but see if we can do it. I think he just kept inside DRS there. Damn. Top 2 are having some race then? Yeah, the top 2 are flying. And we've already caught up to Leclerc a good little bit, actually. 21.2 to him. Thank you much, nobody, for that gift of sub, though, to Fallen Squash, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Very, very generous of you. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here and you are enjoying the race, enjoying the stream, make sure to smash that follow button. We are live right now on both TikTok and Twitch. If you are enjoying the show, make sure to smash that follow button. Helps me out immensely. We are closing in towards 60,000 followers on TikTok. Aiming for 25,000 on Twitch as well, so your support helps us out a lot. All right, let's try and break that 1 second now. Surely, come on. Oh, we're so close again. There's no way it's still got DRS, dude. Damn it, man. Come on, we can pull away. This is Arcade. Thank you for your input, John Wick 61287. Did you see Perez go to WSP with Ferrari? No, I've not. Come on. Fish, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. Right, this time. Surely. Yeah, this time I broke DRS. Jesus. That took a couple laps, but we finally got it done. We finally got it done. It's just me, or does it keep lagging? When you say laggy, you mean like buffering, or you mean like frame drops something? Because I'm not seeing anything on my end. 14.5 that time around. We did break that 1 second from Lance Stroll at least, so he hasn't got DRS on us. Just if he drops something major. If it's buffering, I don't think it's me, because nothing's happening on my end at least. Probably stepping into Perez's shoes. Liam Lawson. 20.4 to Leclerc. We're still getting on the top 2. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. We need a second lap on those guys for the rest of the race. I don't think it's going to happen. But P20 to P3 is still a very good day at the office. That was our target, was to get onto the podium. And not just be doing that, we're actually going to open up the championship more as well, because we overtook Fernando Alonso, who's currently sitting in P6, I want to say. So let's keep pushing. Never know what can happen. Maybe Verstappen or Leclerc has a problem with the car. I'm going to try and utilize that as much as possible. But at the moment, I really like the position we're in. I think going on to medium tyres was a great shout. They will struggle a little bit towards the last 10-15 laps maybe, but I think we'll get all the advantage now. 14.3, fastest lap of the race for ourselves as well. So we're still on a good run. Yeah, I didn't say about him doing WEC with Ferrari. I heard about him maybe doing Le Mans and stuff like that, but I didn't hear about it being Ferrari. That'd be interesting, to be fair. That lap might not have been here for on hards. I wouldn't put it past the AI. That AI do some pretty crazy shit sometimes, so I wouldn't put it past him. And again, that was all without any DRS as well, so if there's a safety car, then what's the plan? We either stay on this tyre, or we can, depending on how far... Well, to be fair, I reckon a soft could get to the end. Not very nicely, but, I mean, it would be doable. 25 laps. Be tricky.
Get in there.
Lewis.
Miracles do happen.
Squash with a gifted sub as well to Alicio. Thanks so much, Squash, for that gifted sub, my dude. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, get a little bit chat to welcome Alicio into Vince fam. On behalf of Squash, appreciate that, dude. Thank you, buddy. Very kind of you.
Okay,
Are we going to drive 30 laps of mediums? Yep.
Now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
Achieve a lap time of an 18.3. Last lap's a 14.7, so we might do that. I don't know, though. We were nearly 4 seconds quicker than that lap time, so, you know. Should be doable. 19 seconds to Leclerc. We're still close to that gap down. At some point, it'll even out, but... Seems tough. Yeah, it seems like the impossible task, doesn't it? Does a safety car happen a lot in career? Honestly, no. I know for some people they get quite a few safety cars, but in my career mode, I rarely get them. What's Leclerc's lap times? It's a good question. Let's find out.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy.
We're doing a 14.6.
Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
Thank you. Driver in front.
Leclerc ahead, and gap to the car in front, 19.1 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Your last lap time,
15.0.
1:15.0.
We were 4 tenths fast that last lap.
4 tenths a lap. Keep it going.
Definitely more if we want to catch him, but we know it's not going to happen. You had 3 safety cars in one race yesterday. I mean, I get plenty of them in, like, you know, multiplayer and stuff, but in career mode, I never get them. The only times I'll get safety cars in career mode is when a driver spins and is stuck. Like, they don't move for, like, 10 seconds, and then a safety car comes out. Sometimes even a red flag if they hold up other cars as well, but... Yeah, I never get safety cars or VSCs for mechanical failures, usually. Without safety cars, it could be a boring end. Well, I don't know, because this medium tire will drop off, and that hard tire will become a better tire. So, although it looks like we've got pretty open gaps right now, that gap to the guys behind could definitely come down when that's the favorable tire. 100% it could come down. 14.3 again that lap. That was about 6 tenths faster than Leclerc, I think.
Leading our teammate by 6.1 seconds.
Yeah, the blue icon next to Russell means he's our rating rival. So you'll get 3 different rivals in the game. You'll get a ratings rival, you'll get a championship rival, and then you also get your teammate rival as well. So that icon basically signifies what they are. And Russell's the ratings rival. Because we're 91 rated, he's 92, I think. So... How much is my steering wheel? The steering wheel alone, I believe, was 600. What if we can get a new purple lap here? Pit stop in the middle sector. Doing a good job on lap times. Overline we go. 14.4. Close. Very close. How do you make your setup more stiff? You want to look at the suspension. There'll be settings in the suspension to make the car a little bit stiffer. Dimitri should have an icon above his head the way he sabotaged almost every race. Facts. Yeah, he's definitely our inner team rival, is Dimitri. He loves it, doesn't he? Little bastard. $17.2 to Leclerc. We're still gaining. Again, not enough, really, but we're still gaining. I definitely like the idea of going on a double medium. I like the idea a lot. Dimitri's allowed to walk around New York City at around 7 a.m. this, I've heard. He's not allowed to walk around most places. Especially when Barry's around. Ah, 14.4 again. All these laps right now are like 14.3s, 14.4s. We've got a purple final sector, but man, what's the close lap times? Driver in front.
Leclerc is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead, 17.3 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Time last lap, 1 minute, 0.9. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap.
I'm going to assume that's a 14.9. It didn't tell me exactly the number, but it's fine.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 17.2 seconds.
Come on. Thoughts on Liam being a Red Bull over Yuki? Pretty disappointing. Yuki outright should have been the favourable driver to go into that Red Bull, in my opinion. I think it was, I think it's pretty inexcusable to not bring Yuki up, but what can we do? I know, right, Zav? I'm not used to these, like, good pit stops. Maybe someone's cloned into him or something, I don't know. .14.6 that time, a little bit slower. How's the race going? So far, so good. We started in last place in this race. And we're currently in P3, so we have really good pace. But, as you can see, the gap to Verstappen, 22 seconds. The gap to Leclerc, 17. Catching those guys without a safety car will be very much impossible, I think. We'll keep pushing, because you never know what can happen. If they get, like, a mechanical failure or something. Or a problem with the car. Or a puncture, maybe, or something like that. But, would you box the VSC? I don't know about a VSC. With a full safety car, definitely, but with a VSC, I don't think so. Why last place? We had an engine penalty. We took a complete new engine for today. And that new engine set should get us towards the end of the year as well, so we should finish the season with a new engine. What's the difference between a regular safety car and a virtual safety car? I mean, it's kind of in the clue, like the clue to the title, really, no? Virtual safety car versus a full safety car, you know? It's a virtual safety car, not a real one. Whereas a regular safety car is like the real thing. Everyone has to cut behind it. Do you have a pair of fresh softs? Yes. Yeah, we do have a pair of fresh softs. So if we do get a safety car or anything like that from here onwards, we do have the option to go on that fresh soft tyre. Has Perez been let go by Red Bull? Yes. Can you explain the race story so far? So we started in last place. We qualified first, but we had a brand new engine. So we started in last. Start off with some rain as well first. 6 laps, was it? You're a virtual unsafety car. I'm never safe. I think it was about 6 laps of rain we had at the start of the race. We got up to about P14, P13 in that stint, and we boxed for mediums. We went for a little bit of an overcut with that, actually, and we gained a couple positions. Brought us out in P11. Worked our way up the grid from there on. Everyone boxed for hards after that. We boxed for another set of mediums a bit later on, and currently sitting P3, so. If I have to describe that cake, then you haven't watched enough iRacing. There's nothing about them that's the same. Who goes Verstappen, you think? What do you mean? Like, who joins him, you mean? It'll be Liam Lawson. Liam Lawson will join alongside Verstappen. Am I taking this medium to the end? Yeah. Unless we get a safety car, then this medium will be the tyre to the end. I hope Liam puts some pressure on Max at least a couple times. I think I've got a bigger chance of probably getting in a Mercedes seat than that happening. I found that I enjoy iRacing a lot more. Quite fun to watch you play in VC. I really enjoy iRacing. I think iRacing is great fun. The GTPs definitely need some fine-tuning, though, because they are way too overpowered right now. You know, there's a lot of talk about the GTPs at the moment. And it is pretty ridiculous how fast they are. But overall, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Honestly, hope Yuki gets a seat. Unfortunately, as much as I want him to as well, it's not going to happen.
16.4 seconds.
What was our last lap? 14.7. Had time to chop off a tiny bit, but not by much. You're at no man's land, and honestly, fairly happy about it. We've got 9.5 to Stroll, which means we've got a lovely gap in case our mediums start falling off. And although it's 16 seconds to Leclerc, you know, we started last place, so... Starting P20, finishing P3. I don't think anyone will argue with that, will they? Not bad for a damage limitation, Canada. We'll lose out 9 points to Verstappen, but could be a lot worse. Why Lawson over Yuki? You have to ask Red Bull that question. Who's replacing Lawson? Isaac Hatcher from F2. Bordstetzer should have gotten that Merc or V-Carb seat. Yeah, honestly, Bordstetzer at Sauber is kind of an L. I like Bordstetzer. He'll be a great driver, no doubt, but being in a Sauber that was really bad this season, that's, yeah, that's going to be tough next season, isn't it? iRacing means I get to add a dog at least takes the car? Absolutely. we should get Dana's dog on there as well. If she allows it. (16.1) from Leclerc. That time's still coming down, to be fair, but nowhere near as much as we wanted to if we want to get past him at least. How do you think Kimi will do? I think we'll see a lot of inexperience next year. He'll have a lot of moments. I think he'll probably will maybe pressure for a win or two in the late stage of the season, maybe. But I'm not expecting a huge amount. I think a lot of people will have a lot of expectation on him, but yeah. What's more realistic? You putting pressure on Ben in Creator Series or Liam pressing Max? Probably me pressing Ben. Who is he responding to since he's reading these comments? I do read TikTok, but I'm also live on Twitch as well.
Okay, here's the gap.
Twitch always gets my priority.
16.3 seconds.
(16 seconds to Leclerc now, 11.2 to Russell. The reason I think that gap behind is opening so much, I think they're fighting. I think they're having a big old scrap down there. We're his favorite. Twitch will always be my favorite. Purple gang, rise up. We love our purple gang here. Is the next series an F125? We'll be waiting a while if so. We'll be waiting a while. There'll be another career coming on this game. I think Drivers Academy should be banned and private testing should be banned too. Sprint race become rookie only. Keep this guy away from head of F1 and FIA immediately. Do not let him anywhere within their offices.
You're increasing the gap.
Wait, difficulty 110. Max AI.
Green flag.
Yellows. Yellow flags. There's a Carlos. Oh, it's Carlos. Rip. Carlos Sainz is pulled over the exit at turn 3. As always, never getting VSCs or safety cars for mechanical failures, so we have to stay out. Could you imagine we got a safety car there? Imagine. This would have been the craziest last 13 laps ever if that was a safety car. But no.
Carlos is out of the race.
Yeah, rub in a little bit more. Alonso's moved on to P5. I mean, unless we get another mechanical failure right now, while Carlos' car is stuck on the track, that would give us a safety car, but... Next season predictions. Lando will win the championship next season, I think. I think McLaren will be quite strong. Ferrari will be strong too, but I think McLaren will have the favourite car.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 16.4 seconds.
What's the matter with that statement? You don't want any driver doing private testing, which is a very normal thing that's been going on for many, many tens of, nearly 100 years. It's very normal to have private testing. Every driver does it. It's the best opportunity for youngsters to showcase what they can do. And removing driver programs as well? Nah. All these things are good for the sport, not bad. Yeah, we are losing a bit of time now, 16.8 to Leclerc, so these medium tyres are starting to drop off now, 11 laps to go. We have got 11.7 second gap to Lance Stroll. Favorite American track? Does it have to be an F1? Or can it be outside of F1? If Verstappen wins another championship, then I will crash out. I would be very surprised if Verstappen wins it next year. And that's not because I don't doubt his ability. I think Verstappen is the best driver on the grid right now. But I have very little faith in Red Bull. Favorite American track in F1 only? COTA. Okay, Verstappen's at a 14-1. Well, there goes the extra point, I guess. There goes the extra point. %1 chance, 99% faith. I wish I had your faith. Miami needs removing. I hate everything about Miami. Horrible, horrible track. So many Red Bull staff leaving as well. Yep. A lot of key figures have left over the year. And honestly, I think, if I'm being real, I think a lot of the key staff that have left so far would have stayed if Horner resigned. I think Adrian Newey would have stayed at Red Bull if Horner had resigned. There was a lot of room about, like a lot of disagreements between Horner and Newey over the years. Like a lot of the things that Newey wanted to improve on the car to, you know, make it better and faster, Horner rejected. Like, how are you going to say no to the ideas of a man who has won you multiple world titles and quite literally can see the lines of air? Like, bruh. Really?
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 16.9 seconds.
It seems like there's a big power struggle at Red Bull, basically. Maybe not because it seemed like he wants a new challenge. Yeah, but you know the reason why he wants the new challenge, though, was because his ideas were being rejected. So why not go to a new place where you can express your ideas more, where people actually want your input, you know? I feel like I've been more than happy to have settled down and just stayed at Red Bull until he decided to retire. Once you get a new challenge at his age, it's pretty nuts. I don't think that happens very often. He did an Irish Grand Prix. I couldn't even name a single Irish track. Blue flags, Hulk buddy, blue flags. Oh, we're starting a little bit. Thank you. And to think we started behind him in this race. And now we're lapping him. He could have used it as get out of free card at the No Sans cover. Sterling has missed. Am I supposed to be shocked? Sterling missing sitters? Yeah, color me fucking shocked. Bring F1 to Jamaica. I mean, we're getting... Apparently we're going to get an F1 track in Rwanda, so fucking who knows at this point. We'll go anywhere. Let's get a Kazakhstanian Grand Prix. What do you think, chat? F1 in Kazakhstan? We'll be there no matter what. Is this a new 24 livery update? No. I'm using a mod for this. Camo, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in. Still lots of fighting going on behind us. 12.6 to Stroll, to 16.4 to Russell. He's having a fight with Alonso as well, so... I'm fine with Rwanda because we're going Africa. Yeah, but why Rwanda, though? We literally have solid tracks already in Africa. Why are we going to make already a fairly poor country spend even more unnecessarily? You know? I'm all for having a Grand Prix in Africa. All for it. But we literally have Kyalami right there, ready to be used. They want a Grand Prix there. You know?
And gap to the car in front.
Some of the decisions are weird. Very weird. Am I still improving as a driver, or have I peaked? You'd have to tell me. I just get on and I drive. How do I find the mods? Go to Overtake GG, or actually, if you do exclamation mark liveries in the chat, you'll get the link straight to it. Do the command exclamation mark liveries. Is it Kyle getting their grade 1 soon? I believe they've already got it. Antarctican Grand Prix. Basically a battle royale of who doesn't get eaten by polar bears. Yeah, these rear tires definitely starting to fade off a bit now. Well, it's starting to lose time to Leclerc again. But I definitely think going this medium tire was the best idea. Because that gap we've got to Stroll, we can easily maintain now with this amount of laps. So I'm happy with the strategy choice. Red tires on 27 and 24, so... Oh, they've not got their grade 1 yet. I thought they had it now. They will get it, though. They will get it. I'm sure. 1-1 Jesus. Nice. Jesus does know how to score. I'm getting a PC soon, Vince. Is it hard to mod? Depends on the game. F124 is very easy to mod. Most of the time, it's literally just copy and paste the files. Very, very simple. Coming on towards our second back marker. That is one of the Saubers, which will be either Ollie Behrman or Zhou Guanyu. We'll find out in a moment. It is Zhou Guanyu. Ahead of us right now. No DRS, unfortunately. We actually managed to get green the first sector on that last lap. Alonso's back into P5 as well. He's still fighting with George Russell for P5. 14.6 that lap. That strategy cooked? Yep. That's why I went into the medium tyre, because I knew we'd have that early grip to pull away. And then as soon as the medium tyre falls off, the gap that we have to the hard tyres should be enough to maintain, and we can afford to lose a little bit of time. So that was the plan, and that's exactly what happens. Thank you for the tow. Well, to be honest, the second half of this race has been pretty boring, isn't it? Since the pit stop onto the medium tyres, we pulled away, and we kind of just got ourselves in no man's land, but in a good kind of no man's land. So, unfortunately, it hasn't been the most entertaining second half of the race, but it was all about that first half, getting those positions, and that's exactly what we've done. We've done our last two third, basically, here. We did lead the racer for a little bit during our overcut, so to speak, but not for long. Only for a few laps. Very 1 second goal as well. See, that's... Gabriel Jesus is like... the biggest hit and miss striker I've ever seen. Like, him and Darwin Núñez would compete for being so good and so bad at the same time. Throw Mikel Antonio into that as well. Before he had his big injury that he got last week. Very weirdly, goodly, inconsistently bad strikers. They're just like impossible to really say what they are. Núñez also scored today. What is the Liverpool score actually? Who do I support? I'm an Arsenal fan. Is it 2-0, is it? Not a surprise, really. Liverpool are, yeah, they're going to win the league. I reckon they might win the Champions League as well, to be honest. They seem, Slot's doing insanely good.
Okay, gap ahead.
Nice, bro.
17.5 seconds.
Did he dead cool? That's sick. Laps winding down indeed. Lap 60 out of 71. Getting towards the last few laps here in Brazil. These rear tires definitely fading away on me, but doing the best we can. Go to Cadillac. We're not changing teams in this career because this is our final season of this career mode. Oh boy. Mexico, you mean? Wait, what did I say? Did I say Brazil, did I? My bad. Last few laps here in Mexico is what I mean. Is it a one stop? No, we did a two stop. But it was raining at the start of the race, so we went on to medium tires after the rain. And then boxed again for another set of mediums, 30 laps after or something, so. Lap 69! Nice. Of 71. What happened to Sainz? He had a mechanical failure. You started from Brazil without 65 points penalty? I mean, it felt like it, to be fair. But you know what? We started from Brazil, and we finished third in Mexico. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad. What did the AI do? They did into medium hard. We opted for the mediums instead in the last stint. Pogba Palmeiras, that'd be crazy. Yeah, we had the engine penalty as well. We started last on the in the race. As Americans, seeing Caddy in the F1 grid is going to be so fire. We've got Caddy in this career as well, to be fair, so see if they can give us a bit of foreshadowing for next, or for 2026, I should say. What air level do you use? 110. Leclerc 2.0, yep, we'll take it. We will take it. Penultimate lap of the race, ladies and gentlemen, lap 70 of 71. Next lap will be the final lap here in Brazil. Not Brazil. Mexico. Why do I want to say Brazil all the time? Stop it! The final lap in Mexico. I know. To be fair, we actually held that gap to Leclerc relatively well, I think. Didn't lose out too much time when these mediums fell off, so... But definitely had some good pace. A good up to race 110, but I find it incredibly hard to build gaps. Yeah, I mean, it's also track dependent as well. Sometimes the AI are very easy on some tracks. Like, I find 110 on Mexico quite easy. But if I do 110 on, you know, Miami or Brazil or Hungary, it's so difficult.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 19.3 seconds.
I said next lap's the last lap, Sanskar. Don't call me up for that. I will stand firm on that one. Am I going to watch the game? Yeah, I'll watch the rest of the second half. I think my mum and dad are watching it right now, so... Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, across the line to head on to the final lap of this race. Lap 71 at 71 has been a great recovery drive. We started in P20 here in Mexico, and we're going to finish up on the podium. Barring any mistakes, of course. If we get any mistakes now, that would be killer. Yep. Let's bring it home, and we'll round out a lovely day at the office. The Leclerc V2.0. He did it in Abu Dhabi. We're doing it here in Mexico. Dimitri's already in Brazil. Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm scared for Brazil because it's a sprint race. I hate the tire allocations in the sprint race days. 13.8 for Max on the final lap. Are you shitting me? Nah, he's just rubbing it in. Wow, Max Verstappen wins this by 10 seconds to Leclerc, who will finish 20 seconds up on us as well. So, Verstappen doing what he does best. Back to winning ways for the Dutchman here in Mexico. The fireworks cracking away through the stadium section. Round the final couple of corners we go. Out the final corner. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that's a fine, fine day at the office. P3 from starting P20. We will take that. A damage limitation kind of day, but we made it work. P3 is a very, very good day at the office. GG, ladies and gentlemen. G effing G.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen.
I hate that commentary line.
Victory.
A great victory for them today, Crofty. And, you know, it gets to this part in the championship, you're getting tired, you're feeling the fatigue of a long season. Not many races to go now, though. And if you can keep this kind of performance up, it's going to serve you well through to the end of this year.
GG's, ladies and gentlemen. This is why Croc deserves to be fired. The man was reading a script, but you know what? Fire him anyway.
Here come today's winners, the team at Red Bull.
Oh, man, that was a tough race. 281,000 points, by the way. Going to 23 users. GG. Damn. 280 grand. I dread to think what the doubters lost. I'm not going to lie. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Max Verstappen does take victory here in Brazil. When was the last time we won a race in this career? It's been a little bit of time, isn't it? Charles Leclerc finished up in second place. You can see ourselves in third there. Starting last and finishing in P3. That is a very, very decent day at the office. We will take that. We will take it. Oh, the commentary's so goofy. Yeah, it really can be sometimes. We should put Alex Jakes in for a little bit, chat. What do you think? Because we've had a lot of Crofty, so maybe we should try Alex for a little bit and see if there's any different lines. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Max Verstappen does take victory and takes a full house of points here in Mexico. He takes home 26 points. A very good day at the office for the Dutchman. And, yeah, he takes home the full house of points. Charles Leclerc finishes in P2. He started P2 and finished P2. And ourselves in P3. After starting in 20th place, finishing P3 is very, very decent. Very happy with that. Lance Stroll in P4, Russell in P5, Fernando Alonso finishes P6, which is massively detrimental to the championship. Tsunoda, Albon, Norris, and Ocon round out the top 10 as well. Unfortunately, our teammate Carlos Sainz did retire in this race here in Mexico, and Lewis Hamilton, Sergio Perez in his home Grand Prix also retired too. He didn't last too long, Sergio Perez, only the first 20 laps, I think it was, when he retired. So, yeah, Perez's home Grand Prix on the day he gets dropped by Red Bull. He also retires in his own home Grand Prix. Not a good day for him, really, is it? Not a good day at all. Let's have a look at the championship order then. 84 points is the gap between ourselves and Fernando Alonso. Verstappen has gained immensely on Alonso after this one. We've got one hand firmly gripped on that championship now, ladies and gentlemen. 84 points is spectacular as we head into the Brazilian Grand Prix. More points up for grabs in Brazil, of course, as well, because it's a sprint race round there. So we'll have to be on our toes to make sure we can try and capitalize on that one. But we're getting closer and closer to defending our World Championship. As for constructors, 117 points for is the gap between ourselves and Aston Martin. 527 for us and 410 for the British manufacturer. Red Bull in third on 395. They've got a decent gap to Ferrari in fourth on 337. And then Racing Bull on fifth on 223. We have a massive gap between them and McLaren in sixth. Williams in seventh. Alpine in eighth. Haas in ninth. And then Sauber still waiting for their first point this season. Not just this season, in the last two seasons, actually. They didn't score anything in season two either, so, yeah. GG, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take that. We will take that. How many races left? 5, I think. 5 after this one. 4 years to the day he was announced at Red Bull. Yup. Yeah, Red Bull aren't exactly the best at trying to time their announcements, are they? They've done that a few times to other drivers and things, so. I bet 30k on yes and 145k. Oh, okay, so the odds weren't actually that high then, never mind. Highest bet on yes was 100k and only 22k on no. Okay, fair. Fair. My bad. I didn't realize the point differentiations, if I can English. I think that might be one of the better results of the season, Lucas. Have a quick look. Where's Ollie? Maybe myself up here and you can see him. Yeah, I mean, back-to-back P14s. That's his best results of the season. Fair enough. He's getting consistent. Next up, points. He will get points at some point. I believe in him. I believe in him. But yeah, we have got Brazil tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be with 5 rounds to go. We've got Portimao after that, Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. Are we going to win the championship once again in Portimao? We did that last season. Are we going to do that again in our 3rd and final season with this team? We could well be starting a new career mode this time next week. Because obviously we've got Brazil tomorrow, Portimao on Monday next week, which means if we... oh, wait, actually, no, because I'm not streaming on Monday because of the Christmas period. So it'll be a little bit of time, actually. Maybe in 2 weeks, actually, when we start the new career. But we are getting closer and closer to finishing up this career. 2 Brazils. No, we've got Brazil now. We've got 2 races in Brazil. We have the sprint race and the feature race. So 2 races in Brazil, but, you know, sprint race still counts towards that. Then we've got Portimao, Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi at the end, so. Ollie, career, please. We'll see. We will see. Right, let's skip on the time.
Okay.
Bob, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes.
And we're going to have them with us for the next.
How do you have Portugal? Once you finish up a season in career mode, you can put Portugal into the career. But any track you want. Everyone can do that. That's not a mod. Anyone can do that. Oh, apparently we have the best car going into Brazil as well. Love to see that. This is actually crazy. What is this? Have a quick look. I don't appreciate these times enough. Peak F1. This was when Hamilton, Verstappen, and Bottas were just like in another level compared to everyone else. Of course, you still got Latifi and P19 though. You know, traditions. But yeah. Yeah. I remember though, these cars, although we didn't get great racing, these cars were incredibly quick. They were actually fun to watch the cars drive. Because they were so damn fast, you know? Is this career going to finish after Christmas? Probably, yeah. Unless... Can we win the championship in Brazil? I think... I don't know, actually. I don't think we can win the championship in Brazil. From what I remember. Yeah, the good old days, Josh. The good old days. Yeah, I don't think we can. Because if we didn't have that sprint race in Qatar, I think it would be doable. But because we've got another sprint race there, I don't think we can. But there's more points available, obviously, in Brazil too. So it might be possible, but we need to get maximum performance, essentially. So most likely it'll be Portimao, Vegas, where we'll be realistically looking at taking the title. But yeah, we will see. We will see. But all things looking very good for retaining our World Drivers' Championship at the moment. That form we've had in the last 6-7 races was absolutely massive. Since Belgium, we've been on another level. We've basically got a P1 or a P3 every time since then. Only 2 P3s and the rest P1s. So, yeah, it's been a really, really good time in the last few races. And hopefully, we can continue that tomorrow in Brazil. Brazil is another track where the AI is very strong at. So, we'll need to be a little bit careful of that one. But, yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap us up for the night. A very good day at the office. Another podium to add to our never-ending tally of how it feels right now. But hopefully in Brazil, we can firmly put that second hand maybe on the trophy. Cannot win the championship Brazil. Okay, mathematically, we can't do that, right? So in Portimao, most likely will be our first chance to win the championship. So very similar to what happened in Season 2. Season 2, we only needed 1 point over... Leclerc to win the championship, and he ended up DNFing on the first lap, so that basically confirmed it. So we'll get something similar in Portimao this season as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to save that for tomorrow's stream. 2020 cars at Mugello and Imola was very fun. Oh, dude, around Mugello, they were crazy. Never forget the flat through here from George Russell, you know? Oh, man. What a day. Hello from Indonesia. Hello, welcome in. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap us up for the night. As always, we are going to read over someone as we always do. We have got a few people live right now, actually. We've got Fabio live. We've got Dana live. We've got Adam live. Dale. Scott. Jeez. Lots of people live. We're not ready for Fabio in a little while, have we? Should we say hello to Fabio? See how he's getting on. He's doing some open lobbies right now, so we'll go and say hello to him and see how he's cracking. He is 3 hours into his stream, so he might end fairly soon, but... Put the Arsenal game on? I will, don't you worry. I'll be talking Discord about the Arsenal game and stuff as well. So if you guys want to chat with me off stream, Discord's the best place to be. So, right. Let's go and say hello to Mr. Ferrari ambassador himself, shall we? Ferrari esports ambassador, I should say. Fabio is live right now. Do some open lobbies. I'm sure I'll be happy to have you guys involved in his lobbies as well. I'll be with you guys tomorrow. 5 p.m. time as always. Tomorrow, we'll be back with the career mode. We're heading into Brazil tomorrow. More points up for grabs. Can we get our second hand on that trophy? We'll find out in tomorrow's race. Ladies and gentlemen, all my social medias are in the chat right now. Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all in the chat. Make sure you jump in on Discord if you haven't already. It's the way you get announcements when we go live. There's a schedule so you can see what we're doing on what day. And of course, you can hang out with me and all the other viewers on Discord as well. So do jump in on Discord if you haven't already. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. time, as always. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'll see you guys ready for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Bye-bye.